wrestling co-host in the corner there, rooting for his Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also a realist. Mm-hmm. I know I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, you gotta be when you're a Clipper fan.
Man, hush.
What? Clippers are once again in that realm of like they've got the guys to put something together if they can only stay healthy, and they play all season long for just staying healthy, and then it doesn't matter their seeding, and now they fell into the play-in spots. At any rate, who's on? Everyone should know this. No Contest Wrestling for the next few months is moving to Mondays because because of Women's Sports Now is going to be using the studio on Wednesdays to record for Thursdays, and I appreciate you guys accommodating.
Well, women's sports.
I understand
no
that.
contest.
Yeah. So what do you got? Who's your guest? Today?
Today, man. Today we have Jada Parker, who is an up-and-coming star on NXT from the WWE.
Okay.
And I am me and TJ are fans.
Very good.
And we also have Emily Bett Rickards, who plays Mildred Burke in Queen of the Ring. So we're just trying to, show our versatility as interviewers.
That'll be in your Eargate or on our YouTube channel later on.
Eargate is crazy.
Jason Statham and director of The Beekeeper David Ayer team up again for the new action thriller A Working Man. Statham plays a man who left a decorated military career in the Black Ops to live a simple life working construction, but when a loved one's taken by human traffickers, his search to bring her home uncovers a world of corruption far greater than he could have ever imagined. Get out to the theater and see what Statham does best: pulse-pounding fight sequences, high-speed car chases, big screen action, and a great time at the movies. See Amazon MGM Studios' A Working Man, rated R. Only in theaters March 28th. Buy your tickets now.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Spring is almost here, and now's the time to spring into a new car at Doug Henry of Greenville. Spring is the best time to revamp your drive. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Voliva with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2025 is loaded with freebies. Head into St. Patrick's Day with Smith & Wesson's Seeing Green rebate. Buy any optic pistol, get a Viridian RFX 15 green dot reflex sight for free, or aim towards the gold with Springfield Armory. Buy any Hellcat, Hellcat Pro, or Echelon. Get 3 extra mags, a range bag, and a red dot optic, all for free. Grab your lucky finds online or in-store at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Hey, Jared, how much of that cake did you eat yesterday?
How much did you eat?
Claude Lemieux, he is the brother of this famous hockey player.
Pepe Le Pew?
What in the world?
This is why Cliff makes the big bucks. He's the king of Greenville. This is why right here, right?
He's a great communicator.
At the Burlington... I have no idea what the just happened.
Please call in and air your underwear.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And we are live on YouTube. Come check us out and be a part of today's show on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. What is on your mind? How you feeling after a 5-0 ECU baseball week? Who do you have winning your championship in your NCAA tournament bracket? We'll talk about all of that and a whole lot more coming up the next 3 hours on Pirate Radio Live. We have some guests to get to as well, including ECU great Justin Hardy. We have our weekly check-in with the former Pirate wide receiver. Also, Zach Kaplan will get you done and dusted coming up at 4 o'clock, WNCT Channel 9. Zach will join us. He was at the ACC tournament last week. He'll be in Raleigh for some regionals this week. So we'll talk a lot of college hoops and more with Zach Kaplan coming up in hour number 2. Hour 3, David Glenn will tell us how to fill out our bracket. His thoughts on North Carolina, should they be in? His thoughts on potentially underseeded Louisville from the ACC. And what about Duke as a 1 seed with injuries? We'll get David Glenn's thoughts on all that and a lot more coming up later on in the show. We've got a packed house here on a Monday. Shirley is here. We got intern Will back. Intern Hayden is here. The big dog Glenn Griffin. J-Bone, Jared Watkins. Ellerbe, head of the table. And left side.
Strong side.
J-Man's here.
What's up, Clipper?
How's everybody doing?
Good. I just got an ink-spired.
You just got what now?
Ink-spired.
Inky Johnson spoke earlier today. We were in attendance for that, and he spoke to the ECU baseball team on Sunday. A doubleheader of Inky has us feeling good.
Yeah, the baseball team went 5-0. Inky Johnson went 200-0 back to back. He was outstanding, and man, I said it today to the audience. I mean, it's oftentimes you meet people and see people on social media, and then you get around them, and it's a little bit different here and there. But Inky Johnson was probably better off stage than he was on stage, and his on stage performance was perfect. So I mean, he was just an incredible person, and it was just a tremendous guest speaker, and certainly thanks to everybody to help pull it off, starting with my team here at Pirate Radio that did a ton of hard work behind the scenes leading up to it, and then the last 2 days to get it done. And then, of course, Arcadia Homes and East Coast Grading stepped up as our title sponsors of the event and helped bring Inky Johnson to town. And then had a great partner in Cliff Godwin who was a part of this. This is our second one we've done of bringing a leadership speaker to town, and man, it was just a lot of fun. It was an inspiring day, and hopefully you guys were all there. You got something out of it, at least some nuggets that will stick with you and help you through life.
Shirley and I may go into the hospitality field with specializing in beverages. We kept the beverages stocked, iced, and everybody, Ellerbe, that came today, I think, was hydrated. So I was very happy about that.
Well, that's good. We had the Pepsis and Aquafinas flowing over at the Murphy Center. So thanks to, of course, the Minji's Bottling Group for helping us with the beverages today. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of great, over 300 people packed the Murphy Center to hear Inky Johnson today. And man, we'll have some, we recorded it. We'll have some audio cuts and video cuts of it hitting our social media. Also, he sat down on Sunday with Parker Bird and did the Parker Bird show. And I know J-Bone was in there and I was in there. And man, it was lights out. I can't wait for it to hit YouTube and the Pirate Radio airwaves. J-Bone, what was your takeaway from the Parker podcast with Inky?
I mean, it's hard not to get excited and be inspired by those two people, Parker Bird and Inky Johnson. It was a great 40 minutes.
That one thing I learned today is every negative, you can find a positive out of it.
Yeah.
And it's great to have you on the show. Can you clear your voice before we go on the air next time?
Take a little water. Take a little hit.
I've been dealing with this thing for like 3-4 weeks, man. It's bothering me just as much as it's bothering you.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
No. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing Inky Johnson on the Parker Bird show. First show we've had since Parker got his first college baseball hit.
Yeah, on Friday.
A smoker. Down
Very,
third base.
very emotional moment at Clark LeClaire Stadium.
Big
Awesome
week
stuff.
for Parker Bird last week. First RBI, first hit.
Yeah.
Interview with Inky Johnson coming up on the Parker Bird show. But certainly Inky was outstanding. One of his big messages today, what he always likes to do is leave it better than you found it. He came into Greenville and left it 10 times better than he found it. And as I said, just an amazing person. If you're not following Inky Johnson on social media, or if you haven't seen any of the videos or anything, the pictures and stuff we've put up, definitely make it a part of your day. That's not. I've never clicked on an Inky Johnson social media post and regretted it. I mean, it's always worth the 30 to 60 to 90 seconds of your day. It'll be a lot better to stop and listen to that than scroll for another 30 seconds.
Well, I am in a fantastic mood today because I'm holding this. And for the radio audience, this is a bracket, a clean sheet, an empty bracket, but one that will be filled out with a lot of check marks and probably a few X's as well. I had a big Sunday, went over and kind of helped get set up for Inky Johnson, and then Lily and I went to the grocery store, got home at 5:58. Great timing. So the selection show was ready to go. After that, I watched Bracketology on ESPN. After that, I watched Barstool Selection Show, and I went to bed listening to Field of 68's 5-hour show that they did on YouTube. So I am all into the tournament. You can hear the music in the... Oh, thanks, Charlie. The music in the background, fired up, ready to go. We will talk all things NCAA tournament this week on Pirate Radio, although there is some bad news to come with that. For the 32nd straight year, 31st straight year, ECU will not be a part of the NCAA tournament. Shirley, if I could get some slow March Madness music, please. The Pirates went down to UAB. I usually don't do that other team was good.
That one guy was good.
But UAB was good. They were really, really good the other night. Luxembourg or whatever, I hope he makes it to the league because he is a stud.
I was saying that the other night. I was saying more, I hope they go on a run. I hope they win the tournament, go into the NCAA tournament, and go on a run because he was fun to watch. 11 rebounds in the first 10 minutes. Man. He was unbelievable.
Sounded like John Gruden right there.
Man, I'm telling you what, man.
Shirley, crank this up. It's the last time we'll hear this. Man, it's sad when it comes to an end. Because I really thought ECU had a chance in round 2 against UAB. I felt really good about that game.
I knew it was doomed because the St. Patrick's Day stuff, all these bars want to have green beer for some reason. And they plopped down a green beer in front of me, and then UAB trotted out with the green and the gold.
Yeah.
And I was like,
not
this
good
is
mojo.
Not meant to be, I guess.
Good point. Pirates will have to try again next year. And no postseason at all. We saw, 4 AAC teams get in the NIT, including Wichita State.
Who we swept.
Yeah. But there will be no postseason hoops for the Pirates.
Nope. They announced the field for the Crown, that Fox Sports.
Yes. I'm not even really familiar with what this is.
New?
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
I've never heard of this.
I think it's 16 teams go to Las Vegas and play over the course of 5-6 days.
Shirley, you can.
Yeah, I think we're
music.
good on the music now. It's a Las Vegas tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, Tulane's in. No wonder they're not in the
Corey
NIT.
Glore.
So this is
Corey
a new
Glore,
tournament.
Vegas.
Arizona State, Boise State, Butler, Cincinnati, Colorado, DePaul, Georgetown, George Washington, Nebraska, Oregon State, Tulane, UCF, USC, Ezra, and Utah, Villanova, and Washington State. March 31st to April 6th. Buy your tickets now.
Would you be excited if East Carolina was in that?
Excited, no. Interested, yes. But not excited.
I wonder how many players want to opt out of that. It's kind of like,
going to Vegas though.
But do they get paid?
I think so.
That'd be the only way that you could be like, hey, look, we're going to pay each team X, and we have X amount of dollars per player to kind of plus all expenses.
Yeah.
Well, not all expenses in Vegas because that's impossible to throw out there, but at least accommodations and food and beverage in Vegas. So maybe it's like an all-inclusive trip plus a little side cash for the players.
I'm trying to see, Boise State to compete in tournament with NIL prize money.
Well, that's what maybe you're playing for.
Yeah. So I think there is a payment involved.
And maybe that's the new format for bowl games. Winner gets $500,000 in NIL money. Loser gets $100,000 or something.
All right. The tournament awards an NIL package to its final 4 teams to split among players. $50K for reaching the semifinals, $100K for reaching the finals, $300K for winning the tournament. So, yeah, get a little cash.
Yeah, I think that. I think if you want to make the bowl games more, be like, hey, all right, it stinks. We're going to the Potato Bowl.
Yeah,
but if we win, I think the purses have got to be larger because there's so many more players on the team. But there's got to have to be a guaranteed stipend that the minimum is this, but the winning team gets an extra.
And most of the opt-outs are like first-round guys or whatever, and then maybe it would keep a guy from transferring before the bowl game. But
it depended on what your portal money is going to get you. It's kind of like, if you're just going for like $5,000 more, maybe if you stay and play the bowl game, you get, the potential. I don't know how it all works, but I think obviously that's going to pay for play is what we're really doing right now. So why not just make it blatant and obvious? Here's what happens tonight.
I propose we do basketball bowl games. NC State versus ECU in Dorton Arena. I mean,
I love Dorton Arena.
Yeah, I think that would sell out.
I would be, yeah.
RJ would get a chance to go out like Rajay did.
What would he do? Hit a 86-foot shot?
Run down the court with the ball and dunk it.
No one touched him. He didn't dribble, though, but we're not looking at that.
Kevin Monroe on the call. He
No
lives in Raleigh.
flags.
Yeah.
No flags.
There's an idea for you. Real quick, we'll check in with Chat Gang. Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
Steve says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Jamie says, hey, now. Hey, now. We need to get John Gilbert on more committees. That's how you get somewhere.
Tar Heels.
Yeah, Bubba Cunningham, who I read, we'll talk about this with
The
David
Tar
Glenn.
Heels.
I read he got a nice little bump for North Carolina getting into the tournament as the AD.
$104,000.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, I love how they always say, well, he has to leave the room. Yeah, but he's going out to dinner with the same people in about an hour.
And it's one of those doors with a window on it, and he's like winking. He's like looking in. People can see him. So, yeah, that's baloney. PJ says hello. Richard says hello. Richard and Shane.
What's up, Shane?
Shane.
Richard?
He's in La Cruces, New Mexico.
All right.
It's an interesting place to be.
That's, isn't that where New Mexico State is, or New Mexico?
Ooh.
Los Lobos.
Don't know.
All right. First thoughts on your bracket, guys. I know intern Will has thoughts.
Memphis is not going far.
I like that Memphis. It's weird. Like, what gets you in the tournament? What gets you a good seed? Memphis was rewarded for playing and winning key games in the non-conference.
Yeah.
North Carolina was rewarded just for playing those games.
Yeah.
And for losing all of them. So it's interesting. Louisville, talk about this with DG, 8 seed. So this is what the runner-up now in the ACC tournament gets you?
Yeah, and what Clemson is a 5 seed over in the Midwest. I don't get that.
Awful year for the ACC. SEC gets 14 out of 16 teams in.
How many teams are in the conference now?
16.
Literally just said 14 out of 16.
Oh, sorry.
So
welcome to sports radio, Chandler.
Chandler, who are the 2 teams from the SEC that did not get in the tournament? And Ellerbe, I'll throw that out to you as well.
Chandler has them in his Final Four: South Carolina, Mississippi State,
LSU.
Oh,
Mississippi State is in.
Sorry, Bulldogs.
Wes has the Tigers. Go Tiger. So there is that. Auburn has got to be the first number 1 overall seed ever to lose 3 out of 4 games going into the tournament. Yeah, there's no way that's ever happened before. Florida Gators, hottest team.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado State.
Colorado.
Will, what was your takeaway from the selection show?
I think they got it right with the SEC, far and away the best conference in the country. The only team that anybody should even have a remote small problem with is Texas, and they made the first 4. So, but the bottom of the West region with Kansas, Arkansas, and St. John's, so that's Bill Self, Calipari, and
awesome.
Pitino. That's what I love most about this bracket is that you have Self and Calipari essentially playing for the right to play Pitino.
Yeah, I mean, they're making it made for TV, and the biggest storyline is going to be when somehow the SEC gets 6 teams into the Final Four.
Yeah. I don't like y'all already counting out Nebraska Omaha.
They are the trash can beater-uppers.
Yeah.
That have the wrestlers involved.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know
That's
when I
that
mentioned
team.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, y'all already counting them out, dude.
Yeah.
When they punched their ticket to the tournament, I said to one of my friends, I can't wait for them to win their first round game and like jump from the rafters onto a trash can.
It's going to be nuts. They had the when they won the conference championship, was it their president?
I think so. The school's president.
It was like this little lady was hiding in a trash can and jumped out and surprised the team. So they, which I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff that goes on with this. We're going to learn players' names on Thursday and Friday we've never heard of. Remember Jack Golke?
Yeah, and we'll forget it within the next.
Yeah,
weeks.
and then it'll be forgotten.
There was a thread on Twitter of Cinderella like heartthrobs in the past like 15, 20 years and where they are now. So and there was a bunch of names that I remember back in like early 2010s.
Yeah.
Jack Golke, his tournament performance earned him a G League spot. So,
how about Ali Faroukmanesh?
Ooh, I saw that name earlier. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't.
Was that
remember.
Northern Iowa, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah. So I am fired up. We'll have the games, first 4 games, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then wall-to-wall coverage of the NCAA tournament coming up Thursday and Friday right here on Pirate Radio. I was thinking about this. I guess the answer is kind of obvious, but like, who should Pirate fans root for? I mean, Memphis is the obvious answer, but I don't want to root for them.
UNCW?
I thought about that.
Yeah.
But they are somewhat a rival, but
I'm going to go with High Point.
Yep.
Okay.
High Point or VCU.
Because they have Bobby Pettiford?
That-
Man, I don't know how many times his name came up on that show with the Field of 68 guys that I was watching. They were like, remember Bobby Pettiford? He's back with High Point now, and it makes me kind of disgusted that we have these guys at ECU and they go on and go to the NCAA tournament. Who's Valentino Pinedo playing with?
St. Francis, PA.
Okay, St. Francis. Are they first 4?
They are. They played American to face Auburn.
We get to see Valentino in
Alabama
action.
State, rather, not American.
All right. Looking forward to seeing him on the big stage.
Yeah, I'm going to be cheering for the tougher team.
UNCW?
Yeah.
I
thought we were a tougher team.
That is a big line, big numbers, like 14.5. 15.
Yeah, they'll cover. I mean, clearly, they're a very good team.
They're a tougher team?
They're a tougher team.
I thought they were a tougher team.
Who's your sleeper to win the Pirate Radio pool?
I would say Hayden.
Yeah, either Hayden or Will.
Will's, I wouldn't say Will's a sleeper.
Will's not a sleeper.
He could be the biggest ball knower of us all.
Yeah.
Are you calling is Will going to be the biggest bust of the Pirate Radio pool?
Yes, and I will tell you why. I'll let him tell you why. How's your bracket coming along?
I'm overthinking it. I've done it and cleared it like 20 times right now.
That's a loser. That's a loser.
Yeah, I'll go Hayden or Chandler. They'll just fall into it.
You're calling it, so
Chandler would be an upset.
Yeah. Chandler's going to lose by that much because he picks a team to win that's not even in it.
How many teams in the SEC are in, Chandler?
14 out of 16.
How many are in the conference?
16.
I have Shirley winning it.
Ooh, Shirley's never won the.
Shirley thought she won last year.
I have won it one time, but it was years ago.
You're due.
Was it here, Troy, or somewhere else?
That was when they only got 16 in the tournament.
Because I don't remember that.
It's been 10 plus years.
Okay.
I mean, it's been a very long time since I won, but I won one time, and then I thought I won last year, and it turns out I didn't.
Young Shirley Rhodes was the champion.
Yeah, I had a lot less gray hair.
You were a freshman.
I was a freshman.
As a 2-time champion, I can tell you that I probably won't win this year because I don't think my champion is going to win, but I'm going to ride with him.
Is it Houston?
Yeah.
Self-confidence is a big thing. Did you not hear any of that in the speech today?
I'm going with what I believe in, which is another message.
Are you doubting yourself, or you believe that the competition is much better than you?
Well, it's not me playing. I believe that this is very top heavy, and I'm scared of Florida, Auburn, Duke. Like, there's just a ton of good teams at the top this year. But I am going with Kelvin Sampson and the Houston Cougars.
Well, who do you fear in the Pirate Radio pool, though? I know who your picks are going to be, but like,
I don't fear. I fear God, homie. As DeAndre Hopkins would say. I fear no man. I fear God, homie.
Who's the smartest?
Whoever the hell is going to put Auburn or Florida or Duke is who I fear. Okay. I don't know who y'all are picking.
That's going to be the Joe Lenardi of the Pirate Radio bracket, huh?
I feel like I'm going to lose because I love Lipscomb. And I'm going to pick them. Not to win the whole thing.
I was about to say to win the whole thing.
No, that's my big one.
But a game or two.
In Iowa State.
So I gave some homework to Chon, Will, and Bone to give me their bet of the first round, favorite bet, upset of the first round in each region, and the team coming out of each region. And we'll reveal some of those as we go along this week on Pirate Radio.
Sounds good.
Potentially today.
I think a person of interest to keep an eye on, though, is Zach Kaplan.
We got Ellerbe's Zach impression on record now. We will talk to Zach later
done
on.
and dusted.
I've got Coach Mac's bracket.
Ooh, he's already submitted his, huh?
Yeah.
Mac it.
When you get one to HUD.
I have Wes Hines' bracket as well.
Always a dark
Gosh, I think I'm going to win.
Let's reveal that in hour 3.
Yeah.
Justin Hardy said he'd fill one out. We'll get Rajay's, so we'll have a lot on the board.
A lot of Danny Beal's got to do one.
Caden's coming in later.
Holton,
he can fill one out.
Get him to drop one.
Bryce Williams.
Or can Holton do one if he's playing? I don't know. I guess he can. It's the UFL.
It's not a UFL bracket.
It's not. Yeah, okay.
Wait, I do have Skip Holtz winning it all.
You have the Stallions winning it all?
As a 4-time champion now?
What was I going to say?
Bryce.
So Bryce said he would come in here Tuesday with a filled out bracket. I say no way in heck that happens. We
Where
shall
do I go to print them out?
Yeah.
How do you even print this out?
No chance. But he says he's going to do it, so we'll see on Tuesday. All right, we need to take a break. We'll come back, have more for you. Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutiqueonline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and Shimmer Boutique online.com. Go Pirates.
Fish Street Hardware is bringing back mountain music and are springing back together to help our friends in Western Carolina on April 12th. This event kicks off at 12 with great food specials, giveaways, auction items, and a full day of amazing artists rocking the stage. Featuring local favorites Lonnie Britton, Tanner Oakley, Back Row Backsliders, Anna Park, Jake Mitchell, Eric Dunlow, and many more. Mark your calendars for April 12th and we will see you at Fish Street Hardware's Mountain Music Springing Back Together event. For all up-to-date information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Fish Street Hardware.
Miss,
Your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Pirate Radio.
You must be a pirate for the Pirate's Code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Kick off the week every Monday with sports trivia with Clip Brock. Tuesdays and Wednesdays is acoustic night. On Thursday, enjoy singo and karaoke. And every weekend, it's live music with ladies getting in free all weekend long. For more information, check them out on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday, St. Patrick's Day.
Really? I'm wearing my green.
I am not, but I am drinking a Diet Mountain Dew.
Here we go.
Oh, you got a necklace. Very cool, very cool.
I like that necklace.
I'm hosting the show, aren't I?
Yeah.
Do a little
Mountain Dew ASMR.
ASMR.
I enjoy that. RMSA.
You enjoy what?
ASMR. That's kind of weird.
What about it?
Like, it's just soothing.
What sounds?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, people scratch. Like, it's this one person I watch has like a mannequin's head, puts a wig on it, and then like scratch. Like,
oh my god, dude, you are weird.
It puts the lotion on. I don't watch it, and like if I have trouble sleeping, like I'll put it on.
You don't put on like YouTube or white noise or something? You just go to people scratching fake hair?
Most of the time, it's rain sounds and thunder.
Okay, that makes more sense than whatever the hell you were talking about.
I mean, sometimes I feel like my head's getting scratched when I hear that.
You like that?
You like that? Yes, I do, Kirk Cousins.
Are you looking for somebody to scratch your head at night?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so.
I hope so.
If you are a lady out there or a dude that wants to scratch Chandler's head at night,
I prefer a lady.
Go to, where should they go?
www.honeycuthair.org.
Honey, can you rub my hair? Honeycut.com. All right, Chandler, have you looked at a bracket?
I've looked at this one. And that's it.
You just you don't love this time of year, man?
No, I love watching the games. I'm just, this is kind of like me with, and I fill out brackets. I do the ESPN challenge, and of course I do this one. I've been doing it for however, I guess 8-9 years now. But I don't know. I just like watching the games.
It is my favorite.
Because I lose every year in this bracket thing anyway.
I love watching the selection show. As a kid, cool, neat story, pre-internet, I would have a big, giant poster board.
Nice.
And a marker, and I would make my own brackets on the poster board and write them out as they were announced. Like, that's how into it I was.
Yeah.
And then phase 1, bracket show complete. Phase 2, the tip-off times come out. So I'll go to each window and like pick out my favorite game from each window. I see when, if I'm off Thursday, might go grab lunch or dinner with the girls. But when do I need to be home? Like, what's the best window of games where I want to be able to watch what I want to watch? So you got to figure all that out, or I do anyway, because I'm a freak when it comes to this stuff.
Have you already made your plans for Thursday?
I need to talk to the other people in my house.
By the way, no Pirate Radio Live Thursday or Friday wall-to-wall coverage of the NCAA tournament right here on Pirate Radio.
Yeah, I've already chose my spot.
What I'd like to do is a late lunch so I can get more than one game. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you want to get, let's see, when is there going to be 4 games going on at once? So if I hit lunch at 1:30, I could have 3 games going on at one time. If I could wait till 2, I could get 4 games on at once. I don't really want to go at noon because then you got to wait till 12:15 and there's only one game. Second game of the day is at 12:40.
Yeah.
High Point, Purdue. So we'll probably do a lunch. And look, man, if I could spread some March cheer to Chandler, I wouldn't mind watching it with the fellas later on.
Yeah, I'm down.
Where are you going to be?
I'll be at OTs with the fellas.
We feeling good about their tournament TV setup?
As long as I'm there to be like, hey, we need this here, this there.
This is awkward. I did not know you were doing that, and you mentioned fellas.
Well, I haven't invited you yet. I was getting there.
Okay.
Do we? Wow, we got Wes's bracket.
All right,
Wes.
Yes.
Yeah, Wes participates.
He does. Wes famously one year
had somebody in this tournament on his bracket that wasn't in the tournament.
We have, hey, Shirley, do we have the West cut of him making the bracket? I know we have it in a Live at 5 return. Can you see if you can find that? But anyway, it was 2 teams.
And I've got, who was it?
They had 2 teams playing each other in the bracket and another team winning that game. It was like physically impossible for it to happen. But this time around, he has the Duke Blue Devils winning it all.
Waving their national championship flag.
Wes has Michigan State in the Elite 8.
Who does he have going on a little Cinderella run?
Let's find out. He's got Norfolk State beating Florida. I would call that a massive upset.
What? Yes, who?
Norfolk State knocking off the gate.
Wow.
He is not a Florida believer.
I don't like the chomp they do.
I like that he has Grand Canyon beating Maryland. Grand Canyon, by the way, I know we shouldn't be on our phones during the show, but Grand Canyon's got a great women's basketball coach.
Yes.
You're familiar with her?
Yes, I
Jared,
am.
are you?
Mm-mm.
Well, Google Grand Canyon women's basketball. I mean, she is a solid coach. And they have won 30 games in a row, the women's team. And she is a fantastic coach. And I'm interested to see the rest of her career and where she goes from here. Because Molly, what's her name?
Molly
Miller?
Molly Miller.
What do you think, Jared? Good coach?
A very good coach.
She loves the fans, too. Every time they win, she
we
goes
love
over
her.
and she hypes up the fans.
Yeah.
And I love her for loving the fans.
And by the way, I
And I
found
love her.
the West cut.
She's a great
I
coach.
wonder if she'll scratch my head.
Will, are you familiar?
Whoa.
Are you familiar with Grand Canyon's women's coach?
I am now.
Yeah, you're a fan. She's a good coach, right?
Yeah.
Very good coach.
A very
30
good
and
coach.
3 for a reason.
Shirley, what do you got, Wes?
I believe this is the one you were referring to.
All right.
Wes, you the brain surgeon. In the South region, your second round picks, you have Michigan State taking on Oral Roberts.
Right.
All right, so listen, I'm not going to argue that, but you're going with Michigan State, Oral Roberts. Now, in the winner of that game, you have Kentucky. What? Yes.
Wes, picking a team not even involved in the game to win. That is bold. That is like a Money in the Bank cash in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was expecting a run-in.
Wes's other upsets, he's got Akron over Zona.
He has got a team going to the Sweet 16 that I don't think makes it out of the first round.
Out of loyalty, he has Troy beating Kentucky. Wow, how about that? Kentucky. Yes, Troy knocking off Kentucky. And who are you talking about there, Sean?
UConn.
Oh,
Whoa, really?
He likes the name. Connecticut falling to Memphis. So, he's got UConn versus Norfolk State. Who would you pick in that scenario?
Florida.
Now, I've never seen that done on a bracket before.
What?
He might be onto something here. What if I do a little hedging and I'm like, You know what? I think Wofford's going to beat Tennessee. So give me Wofford versus UCLA in round 2. But just in case that doesn't happen, I'm going to have Tennessee winning that UCLA Wofford game. I'm going to put Tennessee back in. Could that be done on a bracket?
So you want to get the hey, I picked Wofford to beat Tennessee, but if it doesn't happen, I think Tennessee wins the national championship.
Because here's the thing. Everybody's going to have Tennessee winning that.
Yeah.
If you believe they could lose that game, you could get that 1 point that nobody else is getting.
Yeah.
So you're going to have the point. If not, you lose out on that point, but you still get Tennessee later on and get those points. So you're still kind of in it. It's called the March Madness hedge. I just created that.
I think Wes created. Give me credit.
So, folks, I want to see y'all utilize the March Madness hedge on your brackets this year. All right. Do you want to do some? Let's look at
the homework that you gave us.
Yeah. Let's look at the South.
I'm going to do what I did in school a lot. I don't have the homework, but I'm still going to participate.
I still have that dream where I'm in college or maybe even high school. And part of it is I don't know where my class is, so I'm late. I always have that one. But then that dreadful feeling of I have this one a lot too, where I realize I haven't been to a class in 2 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got that one?
Yes.
That a lot.
Dude, it hasn't happened lately, but a couple years ago, I was having that happen a lot. And I remember I was like, I'm finally going to school. I bet I've missed so much. I haven't been here in forever. It's crazy.
Did you ever skip class and then feel bad so you didn't even get to enjoy skipping class?
Literally today.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah, probably after the fact, yeah. Like in college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never skipped school. Well, never mind.
My roommate had a lot of the same classes as me, and I would skip class, and anytime he'd be like, dude, you missed them. You should have been there today. I'm like, crap. But if he comes back and says nothing happened, I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Sometimes at ECU, I don't know what was going on with me, but I'd be in my parking spot and be like, man, I don't feel like going to class. And I would just listen to sports talk radio.
I'd go to the parking deck, and if it was full, I would just be like, guess they don't want me to go to class today.
Yeah.
Just roll on back home.
That's the Lord telling you.
Yeah.
No need to go to class today, son.
Now fear God.
Fear God, homie. I don't fear no man. All right, let's look at the South. Auburn, the 1. Michigan State, the 2. What a year for them. Iowa State, don't know about them.
I don't know about that.
And they're 4-5. Michigan, Texas A&M.
You like Lipscomb in the first round?
So we like Lipscomb because they beat
the best
our
team in the country,
North Alabama.
The true number 1.
So you almost have to go Lipscomb there.
And no Keyshawn Gilbert for Iowa State.
Correct.
Heard of that guy.
Correct, Amundo. Auburn, this is a cakewalk to the Final Four.
Yep.
A cakewalk?
Yes.
All right. So you asked for a winner of each region, double digit, and best bet of each region.
Yeah.
I have Michigan State winning the South just because Sizzo.
So even though they were, 3 out of 4 ending the season, you still feel good about Auburn?
Yeah, I'll tell you, they don't play anybody in the SEC. So they'll be fine.
It's a good point.
Thank you. Although they might face Texas A&M.
Yeah, I went Texas A&M as my best bet of the South.
I love Bells
round.
What is the line? Texas A&M?
Minus 7.5 against Yale.
Okay.
Just not a big fan of the Ivy League schools.
Man, I need to talk to Nadeau about this. I'm a Anteaters guy. I like Irvine.
Yeah.
And he said, I asked him a few weeks ago on the show, who is a smaller conference team you definitely want them to win their conference tournament so they can definitely get in because you think they can win some games. And he said UC San Diego.
Nice.
And they took it to Irvine in the second half the other night. I watched that game Saturday night. So I'm worried about that. But Michigan's like a 2-point favorite or something.
Wow.
They are a... 1 second. Yeah, they're a 2.5-point favorite.
So I'm looking at them as potentially my best bet.
That's one I looked
And
at.
I don't even like Michigan.
When I was filling out brackets yesterday, I looked at that game, and it's like, well, I got to go Michigan, right? And then I just kept going back and forth on that one.
One thing about UC San Diego that I think is good for their matchup with Michigan is that they have size everywhere. So they don't have a number. They don't have a 5 that's necessarily like a Vlad Golden, but their guards are 6'4", their wings are 6'5", 6'6", and I think they're 6'8" center. So they have height everywhere, which Michigan doesn't. Michigan doesn't have good guard play.
Check that. My best bet is Marquette, New Mexico over.
Ooh, I didn't think about over-unders.
That is where I'm going.
My best bet comes from that game, too. I'm taking New Mexico outright.
All right.
Marquette.
Wow.
Lobos. So who is your double-digit team to win in round 1?
Lipscomb. I wanted to go San Diego, or I even like Carolina or San Diego State.
I do as well. A couple of things that is good for North Carolina. A team in that True TV first 4 games always advances. And I say that without research.
Yeah. But I completely agree with you.
And the team that is talked junked about the most, that doesn't deserve to get in, always wins.
Yeah.
So North Carolina has 2 things in their favor. And I think I'm going to have, and on the bracket, I'm just going to put SDSU/UNC.
So we can do that.
Yes.
So you think whoever, no matter who wins that game, they're advancing?
Yeah, just out of principle. And I might do it for the other side, too. Who's the other one?
Texas Xavier?
Yeah. Give me Xavier to beat Illinois.
Do you not pronounce the X?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I think it's just Xavier.
Yeah, I think it's Xavier.
Well, spell it with a Z.
Yeah, you don't change. They should change. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it. All right, Will, who is your double-digit seed?
I'm going to go Lipscomb, but I have New Mexico, UC San Diego also winning, and San Diego State.
What is New Mexico?
They're at 10.
All right.
So I'm not really going to count that. But Lipscomb or UC San Diego is my 2 that I think are definitely going to win.
Okay.
I feel pretty good about them.
I guess I will take San Diego State/UNC as my double-digit winner. Team coming out, I've got Auburn. Bone has Michigan State. Who do you have, Will?
I have Auburn.
All right. Chandler, would you like to participate?
Sure. I'll take.
Who's your best bet?
My best bet, I'm going to go Louisville -2.5 against Creighton.
Thought about that. Kelsey is pissed. I love that they show all the teams that get in, and we really don't need to see a shot of like a team that knows they're in.
Yeah.
Like maybe Wilmington. High Point had a tremendous crowd for theirs. That was cool to see. But like, we want to see the bubble teams. But I liked when they showed Louisville and Pat Kelsey. Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
He was like upset. I think you could see him on the show like going 9.
Him
What?
and
8?
Chucky Hepburn were sitting next to each other, and Chucky Hepburn kind of looked at him, and he just stared at him
You're like,
right back. Like he looked right through him.
8? What? So I like that they're mad.
And that's a team that went 18-2 in the ACC.
You sure about that?
Yeah, they were the number 2 seed at 18-2.
Okay.
And I think their only losses came to, I think it was Clemson and.
I'm going to guess Duke.
No, I don't think they played. I know.
I feel like you're saying some stuff now that I just don't agree with.
Hold on. No, I think it was Georgia Tech and Clemson.
But you might be right. Yeah, Georgia Tech.
Man, 18-2.
Where's the other loss?
Lost.
Where's the lie?
Never lost.
Never lost.
Georgia Tech.
And they go to January. And I don't find where is it?
So they're even better.
It was Georgia Tech,
Duke,
and Duke.
December 8th.
Okay, I was right about that. Because I did call Will out.
Okay, it was Georgia Tech that beat Clemson. Clemson did not beat Louisville. Okay. That's what I think. I just heard something on the broadcast the other day of a ACC tournament game that I think he got wrong.
Chandler's going Louisville. Double-digit seed.
I'll go UC San Diego.
All right, and who's coming out?
I'm going to go Iowa State.
Wow. I mean, everybody's looking down on them at the moment due to injury and just not playing as well down the stretch.
Tough path, too.
Although, man, that BYU-Iowa State game was one of the more entertaining games of the conference tournament. It was just high scoring, so should be a lot of fun. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1. If you'd like to give us your best bet, who's coming out, double-digit seed in each region, please do so. A lot of chat gang to catch up with as well. We'll talk about it when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
It's March, and Pirate Radio is teaming up with the Buccaneer Music Hall, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime's Tavern to help support ECU Baseball's Mustache March campaign. Mustache March t-shirts are available for purchase at all 3 locations. T-shirts are only $20, and all proceeds go towards ALS research. Stop by the Buck, Dirty Dan's, or Overtime's Tavern to get your shirt today. Wear it loud, wear it proud, and together we'll strike out ALS. Get your Mustache March t-shirt and make a difference. Go Pirates!
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. If you're looking online, one website covers both locations. It's DriveHereNow.com.
Right. We're the DriveHereNow.com family between our 2 locations here in Greenville. I can take you to either website at GMCapproved.com or GreenvilleAutoWorld.net. And yeah, you can see all our inventory there. A lot of stuff says coming soon as we're getting new stuff, but be on the lookout for anything you need.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. We will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey O's fans, Birdland memberships are on sale now for the 2025 season. Become a Birdland member and enjoy the best way to watch Orioles baseball. Choose from either reserved or flex plans, with reserved allowing you to guarantee seats for each game in your plan, while flex provides the flexibility to choose your games and seats when you want. Plus receive special benefits like discounts on concessions and merch, a flexible ticket exchange policy, and access to Birdland rewards. Buy your membership today at Orioles.com/memberships.
Ready for a home makeover? Bostic Sugg Furniture's new and now collection has the freshest styles you've been dreaming of. Store-wide savings on fashion-forward looks and styles for your living room, dining room, and bedroom. Hundreds of items in stock. Or let our team help you build a custom piece just for you. Plus, 6 months special financing and local delivery for just $19.37. Sleep better with over 30 models of brand-name mattresses to choose from and up to 48 months special financing. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor-to-Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility cost. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor-to-Neighbor program. And vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now we'll send it back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right. Jamie says Norby, AAC pitcher of the week, killing it.
By himself this time.
Yeah.
So I set the over-under at 7.5 strikeouts. How many did he have?
I think it went under.
All right. So you lose.
Yeah.
Speaking of losing and winning,
you lose. Sir.
Who won the race yesterday?
Josh Berry.
Who's that?
Young up-and-comer.
Okay.
He got the stamp of approval about 2 years ago from Dale Jr., and everybody's been like, oh, pick the wrong guy. Not yesterday.
All right.
Shout out John Shelton, brother of Jenny Shelton. He had him to win.
No way.
Yes.
What was that?
It was in a pool. I don't think it was like a bet. But either way, I mean, it had to be a nice payout.
That's awesome. Chad will be at Tiebreakers in Winterville for most of the day.
Today?
I'm assuming for day one of the tournament.
I mean, it's St. Patty's Day, people out and about.
Mike P says, I don't get the whole Izzo March thing. Okay, this is my take. Why are you stealing my take? It's probably not just my take. Why is he considered a great coach in March? He has one national title, just like Kevin Ollie. I've said the same thing. I agree.
You know what this month is also? It's Izzo and Ollie. All right.
I don't know if you're on your game today.
It's been a busy
But I like your confidence.
It's been a busy day.
I think
shooters shoot.
I think Inky gave you confidence, and it's good to have confidence.
I always have confidence in my jokes, whether they land or not.
Okay.
I mean,
you're calling these jokes. Well, okay.
Hey, man, sometimes you bomb. It's all good.
Good thing I didn't buy a ticket to your stand-up.
I'm going to start calling you the United States military because you are bombing, my friend. Big time. You might want to send in some drones, a little more low-key with your bombs.
Nah, I like it face-to-face.
Mike P says Michigan State won't get out of the first weekend. Not sure about that.
I wanted to pick Bryant, but
Jamie says Michigan State has easy first two games. Jamie also has an interesting take. UNC, of course, got a manageable road. They're in the first four. What is their manageable road?
Ole Miss, Iowa State.
Well, they got to beat San Diego State first.
And then Ole Miss.
And then Lipscomb.
Yeah. And then it's done.
Bubba Cunningham giving his guys a manageable road. Zach Kaplan will be here hour 2. He's answering questions via the YouTube chat. Thank you, Zach.
He's on the show.
Zach is a hard-working man.
Zach Kaplan.
Wow. That is a strong impression by one Jonathan Ellerbe. We'll hit all the Zach impressions coming up in hour number 2. We need to take a break, however. So let's do that. Coming up, Zach Kaplan. I think Cade Norman may be coming by.
Saw him today.
David Glenn.
Did not see him today.
Justin Hardy. will also be on our program here on this Monday. We'll take a break and have more for you when we return after this.
Did you know that 1 in every 36 children born in North Carolina is diagnosed with autism? The Autism Society of North Carolina offers assistance and support programs that improve lives for autistic children and adults. And you can help the Autism Society of North Carolina through the Eastern Run Walk for Autism on Saturday, March 29th at Town Common in Greenville. Run, walk, form a team, or donate. Make a difference in someone's life. Visit EasternRunWalkForAutism.com and sign up today.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy talls for smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Greenville, are you ready for the biggest beauty event of the year? Beauty Bar Medi Spa Spring Extravaganza is coming soon. From March 24th to April 4th, get exclusive savings on Botox, fillers, skin bead, painless laser hair removal, advanced lasers, and more. Expert care, stunning results, a glow you'll love. This is your time to shine. Appointments fill up fast. Call at 252-752-1406 or visit beautybarmedispa.com to book your free consultation today. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, where confidence begins.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza. Epic. Hey! We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is back at only $13.99. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, an MVP move for game day or any day. Go Pirates!
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Have you tried the new boneless wings from Wings Over Greenville? That's right, Wings Over has all new boneless wings. These juicy, crunchy boneless wings are available in any of their 17 bold flavors, from sweet and tangy to fiery hot. Every craving is covered. And just like in February, Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new boneless wings. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now we'll head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Zach Kaplan looking very festive. Is St. Patrick's Day one of your favorite holidays, Zach?
As a, former New Englander, but always at heart, I would say it is. It was carnage in the streets of South Boston yesterday, or as the locals would call it, Southie. So
carnage.
I mean, you never seen so many drunk people in one small neighborhood.
The last time I saw you wearing that hat, the Boston Celtics became NBA champions.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yes.
I used to really enjoy drinking. And, man, I remember one year, early to mid-2000s, I want to say it was the first Friday the NCAA tournament came on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, boy.
And it was just a great night.
Yeah, a few years back.
One of those nights.
Getting drunk at tiebreakers, watching first round. Devontae Adams gets traded to the Raiders. It was a pretty good day.
That's your all-time St. Patrick's Day?
Was it like a Friday?
Yeah, Friday, March 17th.
Yeah, I remember that. Great St.
I was
Patrick's
very
Day.
excited that day. I wish I could go back and tell myself, hey, let's pump the brakes.
Let's pump the brakes, kid. Why would you want to ruin your day by older you coming up to you saying pump the brakes?
Yeah, I guess it put me through a lot of tough turmoil and situations.
I mean, did you learn anything from listening to Inky Johnson earlier today? It's, you got to persevere and add value to the places you work, which you do here.
Yeah, I didn't really think about the Devontae Adams trade when he was talking about that, but
it didn't correlate.
No.
I liked his message about the COVID times and how in these awful times, what are you thankful for? And there were things to be thankful for. Being alive.
I thought about moving to Montana. Because that's what I did.
After Inky Johnson spoke?
No, because he mentioned COVID. I moved in October of 2020. So it's but, if that doesn't happen, if the pandemic never happens, I never moved there. I have friends there. I literally was just arguing with two friends about the bracket, on my way here, not while driving. And I was I wouldn't even know them. Stuff like that.
What caused you to move here? What was that domino effect, butterfly effect?
I feel like I've told the story on the show before.
Tell it again.
Don't tell it again. Mike P says, hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
And we have a new impersonator.
Oh.
Zach Kaplan. Sounds like he's deathly ill.
Is that A-Harp?
No, that would be the owner and founder of...
I was going to say, let him keep guessing.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, you just said...
That's true.
Jonathan Ellerbe.
Yeah, I was going to say,
It was Ellerbe.
Well, that's Ellerbe.
You did a one-on-one with Inky today?
Yeah, luckily, appreciate Jonathan. I know. I literally pulled a me in the middle of answering that question. I was able to pull him aside for a couple minutes there. Thanks to Jonathan for being cool with that, of course. And yeah, that was cool. I didn't really. I mean, I talked to you guys about this, that he had a cousin that played football at ECU.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
AJ Johnson.
So that was really neat to hear that, because people come here, and I think it was Cliff Godwin who said, we're not exactly New York or Los Angeles, when it comes to getting, motivational speakers, someone of his stature to come here. So it was neat to conversate with him like that, and everything comes back to having a connection to ECU somehow, I feel like.
My first thought was, remember Darrell Johnson? Mm-hmm. I thought that's who it was going to be until I was told AJ Johnson.
Yep. They've had their share of various guys named Johnson.
We've had a lot of Johnsons around here.
I was trying to think of the right way to phrase that.
Just a ton of Johnsons.
Yeah, I'm glad you just went right for
Chris, CJ.
Yep.
Brendan.
Deontay.
Give me some more, guys. Come on. Have we run out? How about baseball?
Riley
Johnson.
That's right.
Johnson, yes. Johnson & Johnson from East Carolina.
Did you say all right? Like, move on?
Didn't we just have a basketball player last year?
Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon Johnson.
I said him.
You did?
Deontay Johnson from this past season.
Also been said.
Yeah, Big Tay. Shout out.
Zach.
Clip.
How was the ACC tournament?
It was awesome. That was my first one. You know, I didn't get to go last year in DC. I don't want to say it lucked out because that's gonna sound bad, but basically what happened was we had 2 high school teams playing in Winston-Salem in the state semifinals, and I kind of said to Bailey, like, if they both lose, why don't I just stay over and just go to? I was already in Winston, just drive down to Charlotte and cover, you know, Carolina and Duke. Obviously, Stite didn't get there, so Stite. So it worked out that. Obviously, yeah, Carolina Wednesday, Duke and Carolina on Thursday, and then they play each other Friday. And I'm just lucky that I was able to be there, and awesome experience. I love Charlotte. I really do.
I do too.
Great city. Just love hanging out. Great breweries.
Everything's right there.
That's how I feel too. Like one year when I went to a Hornets game, we stayed at the Epicenter, like right there at the Loft or whatever. Is that still a place?
Chandler and I were texting about Epicenter. I'm not sure how much people still go, or how much it's still like a thing, but
I know.
Well, I just liked it because it's right across the street from the basketball arena.
It's perfect.
So we walked, and then the second time, I looked up like hotels beside the light rail or whatever. So we just hopped on that deal, and it takes you right there. And I don't know. It felt very like you go and you don't need your car.
You park your car, you can stay there for 3 days and never have to use your car.
And the South End
That's the Queen City for you.
I love Charlotte. It's one of my top 5 cities.
Top 5.
Top 5 for sure.
Top 5. What are your other? Name the other 4.
Let's see. Charlotte,
Greenville,
Dallas, Las Vegas, and Norfolk.
Why Dallas? Why Norfolk?
Arlington, when I went for Raiders Cowboys, was awesome. And then I've been to Norfolk a few times, and I just like the layout.
The Norfolk layout. Interesting. Zach, what are your top 5 cities? Go.
Oh, man. Boston.
Hartford. Stores.
I'll go Boston, Chicago, up there. I'll throw Charlotte. I'll throw Charlotte in there.
Top 5.
Controversial pick, Miami.
How's it controversial?
Some people it's too much. Some people it's just too much going on. And I will say New York is in there as well.
I'm gonna name 3 out of Chandler's top 5. Ready?
Yeah.
Nashville.
Yeah.
San Antonio.
Yes.
Miami.
Yes.
All right. I know you, bro. I know you. Other 2, Greenville and.
You ever been to NOLA?
What would be his other one?
Raleigh.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, you've been there quite a bit.
Gotta love Raleigh.
Oh,
I like Raleigh.
Oh, New York City.
New York City.
Oh yeah, remember when Chandler in Times Square?
He was on that season of Saturday Night Live that nobody liked.
I actually hosted, but they canceled the show.
Did they cut that sketch?
He didn't even make it through.
Well, no, the problem was he was also the musical guest. And all he did was Scooby-Doo. Now performing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the salesman.
Musical guest. All right, Zacharino. I went to every game of the ACC tournament in 1998. One of the best 3 days of my life.
Greensboro?
Yes. It was cool, man. Just and I saw 2 North Carolina fans. They did a shot of them in the crowd for the championship game, and it reminded me of being at the title game, and it was Duke versus North Carolina, and there was a old man Maryland fan sitting beside me, and he sat there the entire time with his arms crossed and was like talking about how the refs love Carolina and Duke and this whole tournament is fixed. And I don't know if I ever asked him, like, why are you, I was young then, but I wanted to be like, why are you sitting here, dude? Like, why didn't you try to sell your ticket or something? Or
like somebody would have bought it.
No doubt, because it was like it might have been number 1 versus number 2, like in the nation. They were both really good teams. but he just watched it pissed off the entire time. What an experience.
And that would have, as I've kind of come away from Friday night, I think if Lubin hits that 3 to tie, or they don't commit a lane violation, obviously.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, I think that would have been one of the signature Carolina Duke moments if they come back from 24 down in a game that I thought they had to have. I guess they didn't have to have it, said the selection committee. But, I mean, I think that would have been a signature moment in the rivalry. 24 down in the second half. After their 7'2" center just hit a 3 to go up 24.
It is hard to take you serious right now.
I always take you serious, Zach.
No, you're spitting out a lot of good ball knowledge and you're just wearing that hat.
What? The underrated challenge with this, I can't keep my headphones on. Yeah. I'm so not used to wearing a hat when I'm in here. I just never really wear one unless I'm having a really bad hair day, and this is just messing with me.
My question is, did you get a free bowl of soup with that hat?
Ooh, got him.
Looks good on you, though.
It looks good on you, though.
Guys, I don't know what's wrong with our country, but once again, USA has been spit on, disrespected.
What's new?
What happened now?
South Alabama's season is over after the team's NIT invitation was rescinded.
I did see that.
In a manner that head coach Richie Riley called unacceptable. Riley was informed Sunday night his team had been invited to the NIT due to UC Riverside declining its invitation because of a previous commitment to play in the CBI. However, shortly after, Riley told his team, "Hey guys, we're going to the NIT, woo!" UC Riverside was able to get out of its commitment to the CBI and play in the NIT. Riley said that he told the team and then got a call at 10:45, 11 o'clock. And they said, nope, Riverside's back in. I hate the way we had to do this. So there you go.
Yeah, that was my first question. Has the spot been filled? And obviously that was answered, but I thought ECU had a chance there for a second.
South Alabama was actually good this year, too. That's the crazy part. Now they just get shut out of all the postseason tournaments because of incompetence.
This is
pretty wild.
Yeah, you're going to the prom with a girl, and I don't know. I don't know which way I want to use this. Let's use that the girl had a hotter dude. Actually, the CBI would be the less attractive guy. She's going to the prom with him.
Yeah, you would think.
But then hotter dude asked her, like, man, I can't. I'm going with Bobby. Or I'm going with Zach.
Yeah, then Zach dies. And
well, I don't know if he died. She just looked at him with, I mean, let's say he's wearing a big green hat. She's like,
actually,
I can't go with that guy. I'm going to go with this guy.
She said, I can't take him in a sports take seriously.
That's bogus. Maybe we have too many stupid tournaments.
And it's unacceptable.
Or maybe we don't have enough.
I talked to somebody. I don't know if anybody's saying that.
You're really pushing for the Pirates in the postseason here.
Yeah.
What do you think about this is credit to Clip. What do you think about college basketball bowl games?
I mean, where do you start? Isn't that
East Carolina and NC State?
Raleigh in Dorton Arena.
Oh my God. I mean, it'd be hilarious. NC State does not have a coach at the moment, so that would be a challenge. Who's coaching them?
They could do a player coach.
Yeah, just go dig up Mark Godfrey or something.
He's not dead.
He might be. You never know.
He's alive.
He could be sitting at the beach.
Bring back Sidney Lowe and his giant red coat.
And his whistle.
For one more game.
Oh my goodness. It would be fun. The problem is, you have all these coaching changes, and that would be a challenge for a lot of programs to do.
I think it would be a good erased NIL money.
If the portal didn't exist, I think it would be a lot more doable. However, I'm sure all these coaches and probably the players want to just get on to planning for next season and trying to, on the coaching side, roster management, on the player side, finding a new home, especially for most of these guys. By the way, PJ has chimed in on the cities chat. With the bottom 5 city in America, it's actually a town of Wellesley, Massachusetts. And that place sucks.
All right.
Why would he say that? Is that a reference to you?
PJ, why would you?
Is that where you're from?
Yeah, PJ. So PJ knows Wellesley is my town's arch rival. I'm from Needham. They have played on Thanksgiving Day since 1897.
What I don't like about Massachusetts towns and cities is they are not said the way they're spelled.
Oh, yeah.
Like
How did you say this?
This is Wellesley.
Worcestershire?
Worcester.
Worcestershire.
The sauce.
Worcester.
And then that should be Wellesley. But you say it's what?
Wellesley.
Yeah, y'all just like say, I know how this looks, but I'm going to take out a couple letters.
Well, they're drunk all the time, so I mean.
Well, especially yesterday. Oh, my God.
And Zach does the Denzel Washington. I'm drunk right now.
New one in the arsenal for you there, John?
Are we adding that one, Chad? What do you say?
Did you get crunk yesterday?
Me? No, I was driving.
Me?
No, I drove back. I stayed in High Point. I drove after the ACC championship up to High Point. Got a cheap hotel there.
You got a Road 6er though, right?
In the news vehicle? I don't think so.
Dude, a cop's not going to pull over a news vehicle. That's where you should do all your dirty transactions.
I'm doing an investigative report on drinking and driving, and hey, you know,
he's just going down the road. He's going, "I'm on your side."
Well, yeah, I wouldn't be on your side there. I'd probably be driving on the wrong side.
I'm on the wrong side.
Come on.
I'd be driving across the median. I'd be 9 on the wrong side there.
Oh my
for
goodness.
sure.
Beer cans coming out of the Channel 9 window.
That would be, when you think about it, that'd be like the perfect lead-in if something ever happened, like, and someone was reporting, well, we had 9 on the wrong side in Greenville as this news car was spotted in a ditch, you know, or something like, yeah.
I heard a pun.
That'd be like a really mean pun someone could use.
Somebody won the conference tournament. I have to look it up during the break. And
do you remember roughly what it was?
I roughly remember hearing a team win a championship, and the guy said a pun. I mean, that's all I got for you right now, Zach.
Were they as angry as Pat Kelsey? Were they as spiteful as Pat Kelsey?
Yeah, it was happy. It was an announcement of a team winning their conference tournament.
Gotcha.
Will you shut up?
No.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Forgot.
Yeah, the whole thing is I can't.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live with the Zaxter. Back with you after this.
At Riley's Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
Ahoy Greenville! Prepare to set sail for the 18th annual Pirate Fest on Saturday, April 5th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Greenville Town Common. The festivities begin at 11 a.m. with the Parade of Pirates. Then beginning at 1 p.m., it's great beach music from the Embers. At 3 p.m., Cooper Greer takes the stage. And at 5 p.m., it's Captain Mike and Shipwrecked with a Jimmy Buffett tribute. Visit our unique food trucks, eclectic vendors, and immerse yourself in pirate festivities. For more details, visit piratefestnc.com.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate.
Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
The 8th annual NC Pirate Classic is back, coming Saturday, April 5th. Presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate. Youth hunters from all over the state are headed east, and the top scoring birds will win great prizes. Registration is now open for all youth turkey hunters at ncpirateclassic.com. The new weigh-in will be held at Davenport Farms on Highway 264 in Greenville. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, Woodhaven Custom Calls, Greenville Marine and Outdoor, Grady White Boats, Big Rock Power Sports, East Coast Waterfowl, Country Mart, Fox Brothers Construction, Triple S Outfitters, and the Robinson Law Firm. Register at ncpirateclassic.com and we'll see you there.
Pirate Radio.
You know, for having such a bleak outlook on pirates, you're well on your way to becoming one.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now we'll head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, welcome back, man. Something really cool just happened. One of the coolest things I've seen in a while. Chandler, can we get the audio of this event that I'm referring to?
Swings and hits the ball high in the air, right center field. Jones going back at the wall, and Carter Cunningham has walked it off. With 2 strikes and 2 outs, Cunningham wins it for the Blue Jays in his biggest swing yet in a Blue Jay uniform.
Carter Cunningham walk-off bomb against the New York Yankees.
The New York Yankees?
Mantle.
The New York
Maris.
Yankees.
Ruth Costanza. Carter Cunningham. Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, what a great Pirate he was. We almost lost him a couple of years ago. When he went to the portal, decided to get back out of the portal and join the Pirates, and was a huge, huge piece to the success the past 3 or 4 years.
And how about Trey Savage starting the other night?
3 Ks.
Yeah.
3 Ks.
3 up, 3 down. We call that the Norby.
2 innings pitched.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I'd say that's pretty good.
And then Burley with the bomb.
Yeah.
Burley had his second home run of the spring.
When is opening day?
April.
No, it's March. It's like March 28th.
Are they going to Korea again?
Yeah, it's tomorrow morning.
Already.
It's tomorrow?
They are.
Yeah.
The Cubs and Dodgers are currently in Tokyo.
Yeah, they've been playing exhibitions the last few days, but it means something
So
tomorrow.
they're in
Wednesday.
Japan. They're in Japan, not Korea, to clarify. But yeah,
I don't like when they do that. And I'm not a. I mean, I'm a.
You're not a what?
Like, I don't understand why we hate Canada right now.
Well, I've always hated Canada. It has nothing to do politically.
Why do you hate them?
I don't know. Just the way they talk.
Oh, sorry. They talk to you that way.
Yeah.
But I hate when we have to send our American sports over to play at other countries.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
I was talking to Glenn about this earlier because wrestling, WWE was running events overseas. And it's like, we didn't fight all these wars just to send our stuff over there.
All right.
Yeah, it's Monday afternoon Raw right now.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
In Brussels.
You're a nationalist.
In a as positively as you can put that.
Okay.
To be fair, the Dodgers and Cubs have like half of Japan on their teams, so they have to go.
Half of the whole.
Well, I'm going to have to call you out on that one too.
I think the numbers are a little off.
There's a lot of folks over there.
I think Tokyo's got about 9 million people by itself.
Sounds about right. Yeah, the Dodgers have a nice thing going where
Cool.
Japanese
All right,
players
play
wanna go.
exhibition games over there. They're playing real games over there.
Yeah.
The first game of the season.
And then the Cubs have
Opening day, America's pastime.
Should be in America.
Right. What are we doing? And then these NFL games in Germany, in Afghanistan, and Beirut.
What are they going to do next? Put it on an aircraft carrier? What are we doing?
I think next
That's actually not a bad idea.
we go to the moon. We play football in space.
Ball's just floating around.
And we're not stopping there. Mars.
That's why we sent Space Force up there, to make sure there's no aliens to interfere with our football games.
Somebody's got to watch the games.
As long as the aliens know that pass interference is a spot foul. Automatic first.
I don't know why I thought that was funny, Zach, but that made me chuckle.
Yes.
Good for you.
I got one.
Way to go.
It's a 6:10 a.m. first pitch on Fox on Tuesday morning if you're interested.
Not interested.
Not.
Dodgers Cubs.
We don't even have our White Sox bed in yet.
Guess who the starters are for the Dodgers and the Cubs, by the way?
Shohei Ohtani.
Shota Imanaga for the Cubs and Yamamoto for the Dodgers. So there you go.
Shohei's not playing?
It's time for Dodgers baseball.
The Dodgers
Another
have
impression.
Ohtani, Roki Sasaki, Haesung Kim, who I think got reassigned to minor league camp, but he'll probably be there for that. And then Yamamoto. And then the Cubs have Seiya Suzuki and Shota Imanaga.
Double-A, they've got that.
Here we go.
Hold on.
They got from Wayne's World, I think. What? Cream up some young.
Did you guys know the tickets?
Cream up some young guy. All right, go ahead.
The tickets are like, this has got to be, something's got to be off here.
Well, it's
the tickets
probably
are
in
like crazy.
It's probably in
expensive.
yen.
He hadn't done the.
Yeah, the calculations.
Maybe the currency is off, but I don't. It says it's like $1,400. It's got.
That's $14. 1,400 yen is $14.
I think. I mean, there's no way it's actual $1,400.
Maybe it includes your
US
flight
dollars.
and
A
They
hotel.
playing in the Tokyo Dome?
Yes.
They are?
5-star.
Yes.
Hey, 5-star. Meltzer's about to give this game 5 stars, dude.
They are playing in the
Is
Tokyo
Tetsuya Naito throwing out the first pitch?
I'm not sure. I'll check my sources there.
The Great Muda, he gonna be there?
Speaking of hotels, did you stay in one these past few nights, or were you like out on the street?
Can I get some change?
I'm sorry, sir. You tough times? No, I'm just covering the ACC tournament, and I'm not supposed to be working, and they won't cover my hotel. Zach is in the free meal, free food, hospitality area, just loading up for the night because he can't afford any more food.
He did the thing like the guy on TikTok that sticks around after the game.
Oh yeah,
and you
should have tried to sleep in the damn
suite
in the Hive.
Oh man, that would have been an idea, huh? This is gonna sound dumb, but I didn't actually notice. It's not dumb because I guess it was only my second time in the Spectrum Center, but the fact that the suites are built like it's built literally like a beehive, it's kind of sick.
Now, what do you mean by that?
They're kind of like
they have actual worker bees building the arena.
Well, I hope they wouldn't refer to the workers like that, but the suites themselves are kind of built like
hexagons.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was really neat. I didn't notice it when I went for March Madness last year, but I did for the ACC tournament.
Oh, I thought I was going to sound cool and say I've only sat lower level at that arena, but I've never been in the suite, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I wasn't either. I looked up at them and I was like, oh, that's cool.
The Jumbotron panels too are also
that I did notice.
Yeah, I did notice that. But I was gonna say cool. I've only been lower level, but it seems like for an NBA like a big arena, it's pretty quaint or like Are there bad seats?
No.
I will tell you that my grandpa said it was the first time in our lives we've ever been looking down at God. Like, that's how high up we were.
Like recently?
We went Thursday.
Yeah.
And it, like...
Y'all were up there?
Those weren't our seats, but we went up there to go see what it was like up there. And it was, it wasn't a bad view. Like, you could still see and all that, but it was high.
Mike P said, is there a queen that sits in the middle of the suite for everyone that everyone does everything for?
That would be pretty awesome.
Jamie says, Jamie, this is not, you think you're making a good point here, but the person you're talking about is not going to think that. He said, so Americans must stop playing soccer per J-Bone's rules. It didn't start here.
Yeah, please stop playing soccer.
Yeah,
I don't want that crap over here.
That's not a good point, Jamie.
You say that line. It does not mean what you think it means.
Actually, Dr. James Naismith is from Canada.
Oh my God!
Should we stop playing basketball?
Last I checked, he invented it in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Bang! There we go. See, got some smart people around me.
RuPaul, baby. Western Mass. What's
RuPaul?
up?
What did RuPaul have to do with
the
basketball?
The Hoop Hall.
Oh.
Of fame.
Gotcha.
Jamie also said we know why they call it High Point. Be careful. That school, I drove by yesterday because I stayed right near there. My goodness. I know where all the money is being funneled in this state.
They're
privately.
Their president's a billionaire.
Yeah, Nito Cubane is he's built up a little campus there. I can see why Bobby P was impressed.
You know what James Naismith did when he was a kid?
Moved to the United States.
Hated America.
He spent his days outside playing catch, hide and seek, and duck on a rock.
Duck on a rock. See, that's why I don't like Canadians.
A medieval game in which a person guards a large skipping stone from opposing players who try to knock it down by throwing smaller stones at it.
So they're just throwing rocks at each other.
Yes.
Sounds like a good way for someone's eye to get knocked out or something awful.
Naismith soon found that a soft lobbing shot was far more effective than a straight hard throw, a thought that later proved essential for the invention of basketball.
That has been the Basketball Hour with Clip Rock.
Canada's greatest gift to America.
Canada's greatest export was James Naismith.
Basketball.
I have a question. Is this the best time on the sports calendar?
Yes.
The first 2 days.
And then you get opening day is next Thursday.
Whenever there's football.
And then you get Masters.
Yes.
Give me football.
I say yes.
It's March, then October.
If we're going like multiple weeks, like how long are you stretching this thing out there, Stretch Armstrong?
Can I stretch it to the start of the NBA NHL playoffs?
Holy crap, dude!
Mid-May.
So
It's
how
like
long?
2.5 months.
No, give me football all day, all year, all month, bro.
I kind of like the variety you get.
And this is your opinion
this time of year,
so that's fine.
Then it's wrong, but I mean,
but like opening day is but there's there's way too many games. Why are we excited about opening day?
The optimism. It's you never
they
know
play
what's gonna
golf
happen.
every weekend. Why do we care so much?
There was some golf last night.
Yeah, golf is already on.
There was some golf this morning. They had a playoff.
Thank you.
Yeah, they did.
That's just as good as the Masters.
October is the only sport that rivals March for me.
It's the only sports month. I agree. But I put March above it.
Now you're just giving me 1 day or 2 days. I'll take Thursday and Friday over anything.
Okay.
You give me an extended period. I need football.
Yeah.
For it to even be considered the best. Chandler, you haven't chimed in. Where do you stand?
Chime in, Chandler.
I'm just ready for.
This is a Chandler for opening day.
If you will let me finish, just so we can do some Nerfies.
Oh, okay. No run first inning. Hey, we can do one
for Japan
tomorrow morning.
Let's do it.
Let's Nerfy it up.
See you at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
You guys got Brewers, Yankees, and Orioles, Blue Jays. 3 o'clock next Thursday, right off the bat. Brewers, Yankees on ESPN.
Joe Buck on the call.
And Garrett Cole.
Garrett
Cole not pitching.
I finally watched Artie Lang on the Joe Buck Show.
All right. I know your second favorite website.
Carlos Rodon.
behind which one?
I forgot Joe Buck was At ESPN? Has he done baseball at ESPN before?
Nope. This will be the first game
time.
he's done.
They should have sent him over to Japan.
That's on Fox.
And left him there.
Left him there.
Now, what if they let Joe and Troy do baseball? How wild would that be? That'd be a
Kiss my butt.
Well, it wouldn't make me watch.
That'd be a disgusting act.
See if we got no run first inning.
Like, are you trying to take it already?
For tomorrow?
The game is like coming up shortly.
Yeah, people are
first pitch
13
is
hours
almost.
from now.
People are tailgating right now for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say 24 hour. I'm an idiot.
It's
13 hours.
Are other
13 hours away, Zach. When should I get it in?
Are other countries allowed to tailgate, Jarrett?
Huh?
I said, are other countries allowed to tailgate?
I mean, depends on what their leader says.
That's true.
Nobody has the freedoms that we do.
I feel like we invented it. I did. Yeah, no, you're right, Clip. That game really is 13 hours away.
Brooks Hill says, didn't y'all have this convo last year?
Hey, Brooks, this is Sports Talk Radio. We recycle topics, dude.
March and April.
Hey, let's talk about our all-time favorite Pirates. Well, we've done that a million times.
Listen, Brooks.
We might repeat ourselves sometimes, Brooks.
Don't let Clip dissuade you otherwise, because you are correct. March and April. This is the best part of the sports calendar right here.
You want a topic that's been discussed by me a bunch of times? Why are we still putting teams that won their conference tournament in the first four? They should be in the field of 64.
Now that is a great take. I'm with you.
Have I talked about this before? Yeah. Will I talk about it again next year? Yeah. Will it ever be fixed? No.
I'm with you 100%. It's terrible that St. Francis has to play their way in.
Do you only want topics that have never been talked about before? That's going to be impossible with Sports Talk Radio.
You think quantum physics has been discussed on Pirate Radio Live?
Stick to play-by-play.
Zach.
Stick to play-by-play and leave hosting a sports show to me, Brooks. I'm not telling you how to do your job. Oh, you've never said Shootsy scores? You say that a time or two? Great save. Nice check. Oh, you said that before. Don't say it again. The hell out of here.
Zach, he's locked in. He's not going to say anything to you.
No. I'm kind of like just Kenny. I'm like Kenny the Jet Smith. Just interject while all Charles and Shaq go off.
I love Brooks. I just like to yell sometimes.
Brooks is not a guy to yell at, though.
He's a great guy.
You got to let it out, right? You just let it out.
I don't think he meant it that way. I just like having fun. Brooks said March and April, best 2 months of the sports calendar.
And he's right.
Wrong.
I would take, this is crazy.
Ooh, October, November?
I was going to say August, September.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because August, there is so much optimism. You got your fantasy drafts.
You've talked about this before. Multiple times.
You know what? You're right. And I think we need somebody here. As soon as we start talking about something we've talked about before, we need to immediately stop.
Well, since
it will cut the show from 3 hours to like 30 minutes.
Well, Jared's such a soccer fan. Maybe someone like puts the flag up like offsides, and that's how. And then you gotta.
Another idea. Every time Zach has a dumb idea, we stop and we talk about something different.
I think that's a good idea. A lot of respect for that idea.
We've talked about that too many times.
Honestly, if I had to do a show where I couldn't repeat things I've said or bits or reoccurring stuff, I wouldn't be able to do this.
You wouldn't be here.
I would not. Can't do that. Cannot do that.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Can't drop another, hey, Zach. I don't know. Like, might not be able to do that anymore.
Jamie said this is the 3-year anniversary of when you talked about it before. Happy anniversary, everyone.
Talk about how you talked about it before.
Mike P said, hey, guys, quick question. Who's better, LeBron or MJ? All right, let's take a break. Zach.
Yes.
Have we talked about the bracket at all with you?
No, I'd love some brackets.
I love talking about the bracket.
And guess what? That's not repeating itself.
It's a fresh bracket.
It's a brand new bracket.
Yeah.
Just came out last night.
Now, if I was to rehash last year's bracket, that would be something we should bypass.
I mean, who's got time for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've already talked about this bracket.
We've talked about the South.
We've talked about one region.
Oh.
Talk about.
We've still got 3 regions.
Before you leave, fill out your bracket and be a part of the bracket pool.
And coming up when we return, the sleeper I like in the East region.
A teaser for a sleeper coming up.
It's a teaser. Will it be a pleaser? We'll find out after this.
Winter is here, but Strauss Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
It's not the amount of power. Ooh! It's the size of our tower. Pirate Radio, we are the voice of the pirate nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Ron Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years of excellence in 2025. Since 1975, they've been your go-to for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. Don't miss the Bike Night and Stunt Show on March 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. Get ready for an action-packed evening with jaw-dropping stunts, incredible bikes, and the chance to meet fellow riders. Anita's food truck will be on site with delicious eats and cold beer will be available for purchase. Stop by their 30,000 square foot showroom featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler mowers, and steel equipment, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50 years of trusted service. Ron Ayers Motorsports, 50 years of quality, reliability, and adventure. Now we'll head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. A few minutes to go. We appreciate Zach Kaplan hanging out in hour number 2. He is filling out his bracket, and Zach, we'll get to you in a moment. But big news, joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line, former Duke head coach Mike Krzyzewski. Mike, we appreciate your time. Are you having a good day today?
No, please, no.
Do you think do you think Duke is in trouble with the injuries they have going right now?
No.
Do you think Duke will make the Final Four?
No.
Be honest, did you really like the Cameron Crazies when you coached there?
No.
Do I have a question for Mike Krzyzewski while he's here?
Are you happy since you retired?
No.
Are you mad?
No.
Are you okay?
No.
Are you happy?
No.
Is your family good?
No.
Mike, do you like the way Duke has played so far this year?
No.
Do you like Zach Kaplan's hat?
No.
Jeez. Let me say hat.
Hey, John Gilbert's here. Hey, John, how much?
Let's see if Will can figure this one out.
How much excitement does Coach K have for Duke in the tournament?
None.
How much excitement do you have for Zach Kaplan's hat?
None.
Fill in the blank.
Coach K, will you please look at Zach Kaplan's hat?
No.
Crap.
I was hoping, no, please.
John Gilbert, how many dollars would you spend to wear a hat like this?
None.
John Gilbert, what role did Whoopi Goldberg play in Sister Act?
None.
Thank you. Did you like that movie, Coach K?
No.
All right. I tell you what, just hold the line. If we have more questions for you, we'll. Is that okay, Coach?
No.
All right.
Hey, Coach, we're putting Sister Act on.
No.
I was hoping that no. Please stop.
No, please, no. That was funny. I need to watch that video again. They were booing something, right? And,
no.
Or were they cheering? I can't believe it. No, I think they were cheering, and he was like, "No, stop, no, no."
You want to hear the full thing?
No. Jamie's got a question. Coach K, are you a handsome man?
No.
Oh, you gotta have some confidence.
Come on, Coach K.
All right, Zach, let's talk about the East.
Yeah.
Duke is the number 1 seed.
Huh.
Coach, is that your favorite region?
No.
No.
Alabama's the 2. Wisconsin, the 3, Arizona 4, Oregon 5. I didn't ask you to do your homework, did you? Do you have you looked at the lines yet at all?
Some of them.
Because I did favorite play, double-digit seed to win, and team coming out. If you don't have a favorite play, you can give me your double-digit seed that will win on Thursday, Friday out of the East.
The Montana Grizzlies.
All right, I heard,
and I am biased,
an interesting take on that Field of 68 show I was watching. Wisconsin played 4 games in 4 days at the Big Ten tournament.
They did.
They played the last game of the college basketball season before the tournament. They were in that game. They fly from Indy to Madison, which is probably not that far.
No.
But then they turn around and have to fly to, where are they going, Denver?
Denver.
Where there is altitude.
Yes.
And they play early Thursday. A lot of travel, altitude, playing against a team that plays in altitude.
And it's had 8 days between their last game and this game.
That is a recipe for trouble.
Doesn't matter.
All right, Jared.
I picked them to win, so I mean.
Well, I just regurgitated a take that was not mine that I thought was bringing up a good point. And for you to just say doesn't matter and to shoot it down offends me.
My apologies. But I mean, I have them winning the East, so.
Who?
Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Very good
really?
team.
Yeah.
Jared, I've done this before. I have had my team lose early Thursday. You can be knocked out of the bracket challenge by 4 o'clock.
Well, that's just on the homework you gave me. I haven't put pen to paper yet on my actual bracket.
10-4.
My favorite actual bet to answer your question is VCU, though. I've wagered actual dollars on VCU beating BYU.
Yeah.
Which the line would be what?
I want to say it was.
It is
7 or 8.
You want to take a guess?
My favorite bet in this region is the over, VCU and BYU.
They are going to shoot
146,
so many threes.
146.5. What is the line, VCU, BYU?
7.5.
BYU minus 4.5.
BYU minus 3.5.
They're VCU is a team that I think they're the McNeese of last year, the team that everybody's going to pick to upset BYU, and they're going to lay an egg.
That doesn't happen.
By the way, America loves their 12-5 upsets, right?
Yeah, I have one in this region.
I got one, but it's not in this region.
Ooh.
But I want to go ahead and spit it out. My 12-5 upset this year, Memphis beating Colorado State.
Losing to Colorado State.
No, beating.
No, Colorado State's the favorite.
See what I did there, everybody? Shut up. I turned you into a little pretzel there. You thought, oh, he's going with the 12. No.
No.
No,
The 12 is the favorite over the 5.
There's a very
Now, why
simple
is that?
explanation for that. No Tyrese Hunter.
No.
No.
Tyrese Hunter.
No.
No Derrick Rose.
Neat Clifford
Chris Douglas Roberts.
at this point might be a top 10 player in this tournament, and the way he played in the Mountain West tournament, Memphis might be one and done.
I got a question for Will. Is Nico Medved distracted at all by the Minnesota job?
Everybody's asking that.
No. There's your answer.
Okay.
I like Liberty over Oregon.
Yep.
I do too.
Akron over Arizona. Nate Johnson might score 30.
That would be pretty on brand for Arizona, but I can't help but be tremendously intrigued by the possibility that Caleb Love plays in the NCAA tournament again against Duke in the Sweet 16.
Are we at all enticed by Robert Morris over Alabama with no Grant Nelson for Alabama if he can't play?
Coach K can answer that for me.
No.
I had to ask.
Oral Roberts in this.
They are not.
No.
No.
Hunter has a question for Coach K. Says, Coach K, is your hair natural?
No.
All right. Thank you for being
How
honest.
much of is his hair natural, John Gilbert?
None.
I didn't know if you were going to be able to land that plane, but you did. Congratulations.
Plane landed.
All right. Zach, since you are here and we are running out of time, could you give us your final four?
I got to go with Duke. Yes. Sorry to all the Duke haters out there. Duke and Houston from the East and Midwest.
Dukeston.
I'm going to go Texas Tech out of the West.
I like that because I have a championship future on them.
My favorite team in this tournament.
And Michigan State out of the South region.
It's hard not to go chalky this year. You got to find a 2 or a 3 somewhere. And Zach has done that, fading both Auburn and Florida.
Yep.
Man. All right.
What do you think about Norfolk State over Florida?
I can't go with you there. But
I'm asking for a friend.
I could be talked into with UConn over Florida in round 2.
Yeah, I like UConn.
Where did Wes's bracket go?
And that is in Raleigh. I think Wes's bracket is back of the door. I think
it is. It
I
got posted.
think it's up there already.
Good.
It's officially official.
I would just like to say I got OK Big Guide by Danny Beal on this very show last
Okay, big
Friday.
guy. Okay, big guy.
When Clip brought up the fact that I said UConn wasn't very good. UConn is getting bounced by Oklahoma. This is the game in this region I am most confident.
I don't hate that because everybody's going to pick UConn, and I'm getting bigger and bigger on, not physically, trying to get smaller, but on the fading the public, and I feel like everybody's going to pick UConn.
I just hate Oklahoma.
Is a much better team than what their conference record says they are. They have one of the best scores in the country. That I don't know. He's going to give UConn trouble, and I don't think. Like I said, I do not think UConn is that good.
I got to see it. I got to see it. I got to see someone knock the Huskies out of the tournament before I can believe it.
A couple of things about this tournament. It'll be good to see UConn not win every game by 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll be a change. I'm glad that Duke is good, because if and when they lose, it'll be fun to point and laugh at them, because it hasn't been as fun.
I think Coach K would disagree with you.
Coach K, are you going to have fun?
No.
All right. Anything else, Zach? Oh, yeah. National championship game and champion.
I'm going Houston over. Who did I have? I have Houston over Michigan State. Sorry, was there another part of that national championship and champion?
That's it.
Okay.
MVP of the game.
I mean, what else is there?
No, I wasn't sure if
country we should be playing it in other than America.
Obviously, Canada.
All right.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Well, what's your answer?
Mexico.
Chandler?
Germany.
How about the Netherlands?
Yeah, played in Amsterdam.
Is that
everyone's on
near
drugs?
Holland?
Damn near.
Damn near Holland.
Who are the Dutch?
All right, Zach, thanks for hanging.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Played at Wembley Stadium. Why not? Sure. Give it back to them. Be like, remember what we stole from you. This could have been yours, but we made our own country.
But you playing. We'll take a break. When we return, Cade Norman's here, and he will join me when we talk to David Glenn on the Pirate Radio Live line and break down the bracket. Got that and more on the way. Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Back with you after this.
It's March, and Pirate Radio is teaming up with the Buccaneer Music Hall, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime's Tavern to help support ECU Baseball's Mustache March campaign. Mustache March t-shirts are available for purchase at all 3 locations. T-shirts are only $20, and all proceeds go towards ALS research. Stop by the Buck, Dirty Dan's, or Overtime's Tavern to get your shirt today. Wear it loud, wear it proud, and together we'll strike out ALS. Get your Mustache March t-shirt and make a difference. Go Pirates! We're inside the Pirate Radio studios with our friends from QC Kinetics. Don, who are the people that need these services?
If you have arthritis, partial ligament tears, bulging or herniated discs in your back or neck, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, and other joint and soft tissue issues, come see us at QC Kinetics and we can get you back in the game of life without surgery, drugs, or downtime.
Don, give us the number.
252-765-PAIN. 252-765-PAIN.
That's QC Kinetics.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue Electric, Plumbing, and Air.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep is kicking off Ram Truck Month with savings up to $15,000 on the 2025 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500. You can also choose to save up to $11,000 off MSRP and get 3.9% APR for 72 months on a new 2025 Ram 1500. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has a ton of trucks, but they also have America's most awarded SUV, the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And right now, you'll save up to $9,000 off MSRP or lease a new Grand Cherokee for only $389 per month. Hit the beach this spring with a new Jeep Wrangler and save up to 15% off MSRP. There has never been a better time to get the SUV you've been waiting for. New Ram trucks, new Jeeps, huge incentives for the month of March.
East Carolina Chrysler Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Jeep lease is 36 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers do not include tax, tags, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
Spring merchandise is arriving daily and we need to make room. Hey, it's Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. I have taken markdowns of 75% off on all remaining merchandise for men and women. This is our biggest sale of the year, so don't miss out. Outerwear, sportswear, dresses and tops, all at 75% off. This is your opportunity to view all the new spring goodies and save a bunch on sale merchandise. Shop the biggest sale of the year now going on at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville right across from Agri Supply, or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transfer your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools, 689-6557. Now we'll head back into PRL. Here's your host, Flip Rock.
All right, we got intern Will, we've got intern Hayden, we've got Shirley Rhodes. Chandler, he works suit hours. He has left the building. We've got Jared Watkins hanging out, and former Pirate QB Caden Norman here. What's up, Caden?
Doing good. Just finished my day job. Now I'm here with my part-time job.
Busy day today. Day job, Inky Johnson, and Pirate Radio.
I know.
How was Inky?
Back to back. It was great.
Yeah.
You know, you want something to fire you up for your day job, go see Inky.
No doubt. And we really enjoyed hearing from Inky Johnson earlier today. He has motivated me to fill out a perfect bracket this year. So that's what I will be doing. David Glenn going to help us with our brackets and break down what transpired on Selection Sunday. DG, welcome back. How you doing, man?
I am doing great, Clip. Good to be with you as always.
Yes, David has his guidelines for filling out a bracket that we will get to. But first up, David, North Carolina. That's the topic. I guess it's not how you play, it's who you play. And North Carolina had a tremendous non-conference schedule, did not win almost any of those games, but played pretty good down the stretch. Tremendous comeback against the Blue Devils the other night. Most of the projected brackets and the bracketologists, if you will, David, had North Carolina on the outside looking in, but they get in. The first four taking on San Diego State. First of all, David, did you think the Tar Heels would get in, and what is your reaction to them getting in this field of 68?
I did not think they would get in. I knew they were close. I had them in my projected first four out. And I gave Carolina fans the same advice that I gave to Ohio State fans and Indiana fans or West Virginia fans or anybody else who came across my feed late in the process. And that was, look, if you're that close to the bubble at the end, you are a beggar. You are in begging mode. There is something wrong with your resume. I mean, all of those teams. And some of what happens is out of your control. As you guys know, covering the American Athletic Conference, if UAB had beaten Memphis on Sunday afternoon, UAB gets the auto bid, Memphis is still in as an at-large bid, and the Tar Heels don't get in at all. That's if one result changed. And, of course, that was out of Carolina's control. the same thing applied to, last four in, first four out. We could shoot holes in every one of those teams, and it's the Tar Heels that got the benefit of the doubt. I know their quad one record was horrific, but if you just circled the last four in and the first four out, the Tar Heels had the best net among those eight teams, the best wins above bubble, the best non-conference strength of schedule, etc. So whereas their quad one record was the ugliest of those eight, they actually were first among those eight in several other metrics that did not get talked about as much. All that said, I thought they'd be barely outside. Turned out they were barely inside. And as guys watched them play pretty much every game all year, I still think they're dangerous whether or not they deserve to get in.
David, another thing North Carolina has that Ohio State and West Virginia and Indiana did not have going for them was Bubba Cunningham being the chair of the selection committee. And that was discussed on the selection show on CBS. And, Bubba says, I'm not going to answer that portion of it. And he was outside of the room, and there's all that. There's also the side that he gets a personal bonus for North Carolina being in the field of 68. So to get rid of all this discussion and conspiracy or what's legit, what's not legit, is there a way we could do this without, having acting athletics directors on the committee? I mean, didn't Joe Lunardi go to school for this? He's a bracketologist, right? Like, couldn't we have maybe a Jay Wright, past coaches, something like that? Everybody's got their biases one way or the other, but I don't know, David. Is this a problem? And if so, is it fixable to have these guys in charge?
I mean, you could abandon the idea entirely of anyone who is collecting a paycheck from a school being allowed to be on the committee, right? You could have retired coaches. They did retire from somewhere. So as you said, they might still have some kind of an inherent bias, but it raises red flags in the eyes of many when something like this happens. Everybody knows the rule by now. Bubba Cunningham has to step out of the room when they talk about the Tar Heels, but everybody is also smart enough to know that the human factor is in play. For the record, the idea that there's a conspiracy, that it is intentional, like some CBS executive is lining the pockets of somebody in the room to make sure the big blue blood brand gets in. To be candid, I don't think smart people believe in those conspiracies. They just are absurd 99% of the time, as my legal training tells me and reminds me, and as I've seen in many different contexts. But is there a human element, right? When Bubba Cunningham is in the room talking about other bubble teams, doesn't that impact and even imply how he views the Tar Heels? Of course it does. And do friends like making friends happy? Do colleagues that spend a lot of time locked in a room together, have a human element where they're not going to be sad if that guy they've been working with for all these weeks, his team gets in? The human element does matter. The conspiracy theories are ridiculous. And yes, there's no way to remove all conspiracy theories because, as you said, everybody comes from somewhere. But yes, there's a way forward without all these folks who are literally, on the payroll of these universities. And, just so happened that Carolina was the last team on the bubble, and they got the benefit of that depth.
David Glenn joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Want to ask you about Duke, Louisville, Clemson real quick, and then Caden, Jared, if y'all want to get a tournament question in, please do with DG. We'll have him another 10 minutes or so. But DG, let's talk about Duke. First of all, how banged up is Duke going into this tournament right now? Should that worry Blue Devil fans as we get ready for Thursday, Friday?
I don't think it should worry them. The best way to summarize it is that their best player, Cooper Flagg, the possible National Player of the Year, possible number one overall NBA draft pick. I saw him in Charlotte at the ACC tournament in the games he didn't play, and I'm telling you, he was bouncing around and walking without a limp. So he was held out as a precaution after that ugly ankle injury, and it looks as if he's going to be fine later this week. I'll be surprised if he doesn't play on Friday in the 1 versus 16 seed game, and then certainly, any second-round team is dangerous enough for any team that you better have Cooper Flagg ready to go by then, and I believe he will be close to 100%, if not 100%. Now, their best player off the bench, Malik Brown, is not going to be back this week. I mean, he was in a ton of pain in Charlotte. You could see it on his face. You could even see it a couple days later. You know, he was in the hospital for a while. That guy's shoulder injury, he has been hurt 3 times this year. So I don't know if he comes back this season at all. That's just speculation. But Flagg will be fine. And as the Devils showed in winning that ACC tournament, man, the rest of that cast is really good. Con Knippel might be an NBA lottery pick, ACC tournament MVP in Flagg's absence. Kaman Malawach, the big guy, might be an NBA lottery pick. He was excellent and made the all-tournament team. Sion James, the point guard, he was a superstar at Tulane before he transferred to Duke, and he has totally accepted his role and played really well at both ends of the floor. And Tyrese Proctor hit a bunch of big shots against Louisville in that ACC title game. So they got plenty of dudes. I mean, Isaiah Evans off the bench hits threes. He might be a future first-round NBA draft pick. It is an embarrassment of riches at Duke. Patrick Gongba came off the bench, wasn't even used much the first half of the year. He played well in those 3 Duke wins to claim the ACC title. So Duke's going to be fine. And in fact, when I made my bracket out, I'm not done yet, but putting Duke ahead to the Elite 8 was the easiest thing I did in the bracket. It'll get hard after that, as it does for all teams, but this Duke team is loaded. It's going to go a long way. It's just a matter of exactly how far the Devils go for John Shire this time.
David Glenn joining us. DG, we talked about North Carolina. They get in ACC bias. Every ACC gets propped up.
Right.
Well, not so fast when you look at what happened to the Louisville Cardinals. I don't know if I've ever seen the 10th ranked team in the country be an 8 seed in the NCAA tournament. 27 wins, 18-2 in conference play. I saw a graphic that had the past 10 to 15 teams at Louisville's rank, and this was before they were number 10. What were they, like 13, or they were in the teens last week? And every team ranked where they were had been a 3 or 4 seed. They are 8. It looked like Kelsey couldn't believe it when he saw it when they did the live shot. But David, if I told you at any point in history that a 27-win, 18-2 ACC team was an 8 seed in the tournament, you'd think I was crazy or reading the wrong thing, right?
That is correct, yes. And I don't think they got the benefit of the doubt at all. One thing that did happen is that 2 of their best non-conference wins were over West Virginia and Indiana. And those 2 schools kept sliding down the bubble. And you know, whether it's an official metric or not, they do want to know who'd you beat that's in this field. And when Indiana and West Virginia kept sliding down, there went 2 of the examples that Louisville had over fellow field teams. And when you get past that, what they had was they did beat Clemson during the regular season. They did beat Clemson again during the ACC tournament. And after that, their next best win was probably over the Tar Heels at Louisville way back on January 1st. So I do think they were slighted by a seed line or 2. A lot of the metrics have them closer to, number 25, for example, which would suggest a 6 or 7 seed. They ended up at 8, and that's hard, obviously, because not only do you have a difficult 9 seed in Creighton, if you somehow beat the Blue Jays, you're stuck with number 1 Auburn in the round of 32, and that's not going to be easy in any quadrant in this bracket dealing with a number 1.
Just browsing through it, man, they made their losses count. They lost to Tennessee, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Duke, Kentucky, and, of course, Duke again. The only other loss was Georgia Tech. So every one of their losses but one teams in this field. All right, real quick on Clemson. I did not know until last night that Will Wade was a Clemson alum. I know the tournament likes to do this, right, David? Give us some storylines, give us some history. Will Wade and McNeese will battle Clemson, and I watched the Field of 68 guys. They do a great job, but they were talking about that this one's going to fire up Will Wade and be an emotional one for him. I had no idea he was a Clemson Tiger.
How about this? Not only is he a graduate of Clemson University, he started his coaching career as a graduate assistant for, I believe, a couple years with the Clemson Tigers. And, of course, he's on NC State's radar as a coaching target. He's on the radar of other schools. Some people believe, Rick Barnes is going to retire at Tennessee at the end of this year, or Texas is going to make a coaching change, even though the Longhorns made the NCAA tournament. Maybe Brad Brownell leaves Clemson for Indiana and Will Wade becomes that Clemson target, as the Wolfpack is still interested in Will Wade. So, it's 4-dimensional chess right now in the coaching carousel. I will say this. Clemson was hurt by the fact he's only a backup most of the time, but Chase Hunter, the first-team All-ACC guard, his younger brother, Dylan Hunter, sometimes starts, and he's, if not starting, the first guy off the bench. He broke his hand. He's out for the season, and the Tigers really missed him in Charlotte at the ACC tournament. McNeese pressures guards. They just force a lot of turnovers, and that's part of how they win. Now, Clemson has Chase Hunter and Jaden Zachary. They're two senior guards. They're very good players. But I think they're going to miss that help from other guards because they were outed in Charlotte because of a lack of backup guards, and Louisville really exploited that in the semifinals.
Jarrett, you got a question for DJ?
Yeah, David, going outside the power conferences, you got some other North Carolina teams in there like Wilmington and High Point. Do you think that they could win a game or even go on a run in this tournament?
You know, man, I'd love to say yes, but I'll put it this way. UNC Wilmington has a 14 seed. You know, I teach at UNCW. I know Coach Takeo Siddle. One of my former students is on the extended staff there. I mean, I'd be happy for the Seahawks if they got a win. And I'm eyeballing all week long the possible 3 seeds. And I'm thinking, man, if they can just avoid Texas Tech, And sure enough, the bracket comes out, and who's their 3-seed opponent? Texas Tech. Texas Tech was the best offensive team in the Big 12 this season. Texas Tech has a bunch of really good three-point shooters. Texas Tech has maybe a first-team All-American and a 6'9", 225-pound forward named J.T. Toppin. They have other really good play, probably 2 future NBA draft picks on that team. So it's just, I hope I'm wrong. I just think it's the worst possible matchup for the Seahawks. They just got a rough draw. High Point, I think, I'll just give you one fun fact on that one, even though, of course, it's a low seed, 13 against the Purdue Boilermakers, who were in the national championship game last year. High Point has a 14-game winning streak as we speak. That is the second longest of anyone in this field. Purdue, oddly, has lost 6 of its last 9 games. Now, that's, of course, against Big Ten competition, but, man, that is a slide late in the regular season for a Matt Painter team. So who knows? I can tell you this. High Point has a bunch of transfers that have played, at power conference schools prior. Of course, they also have Bobby Pettiford, formerly of Kansas and ECU, who was great as they won that Big South tournament. So if you wanted me to pick who has a better chance of an upset, High Point is really good offensively. And Purdue is not great defensively this year. No more Zach Edey swatting shots at 7'4". So, maybe the Panthers of High Point could win some kind of high-scoring game. I guess that's the route to some sort of Cinderella story here in our backyard.
David, Caden here. Question, taking it out of North Carolina, taking it out of the ACC, what's your thoughts on the Michigan team going against UC San Diego, the 2 big men, Danny Wolf and Vlad Golden? I had a great time watching them during the Big Ten tournament. That combo of 2 big men. I don't know if it's just my personal preference, but exciting Big Ten tournament run. What's your thoughts on them in this tournament?
Yeah, credit to the Wolverines. They were brilliant at that tournament. I think they're one of the dozen maybe best defensive teams in the entire country. I think for the Wolverines to go a long way, they just need to have different guys step up offensively in different games. I remember Danny Wolf was one of those guys that UNC, among other schools that I cover pretty closely, really wanted in the transfer portal. He came from Yale, and some people wondered how good he would be, in the Big Ten. Well, he's turned out to be pretty darn good. And there are other really good players on that roster. So I like the Wolverines to open well. Where they go after that, man, I'm looking at my bracket. Texas A&M is brutally tough defensively. It's nothing is easy in the round of 32, for almost anybody. I like Duke over Mississippi State or Baylor in the round of 32, but every other one, man. If you're Houston, do you really want to see Mark Few and Gonzaga in the second round? If you're Florida, great number 1 seed. Do you really want to see Danny Hurley and UConn in the round of 32? And if you're Auburn, do you really want to see Louisville or Creighton? All those number 1 seeds, maybe with the exception of Duke, have a real headache. And even a 5 seed like a Michigan Texas A&M would be a tough opponent. And obviously, if it ended up being Yale instead, that would be one heck of a personal matchup for Danny Wolf, now of the Wolverines.
David, couple more for you, and we'll let you run. America, we love our upsets. So, can you give us one? I know Jared asked about the in-state schools, but do you have a double-digit seed that you really like on Thursday or Friday that you've seen?
That's a good question. I haven't gone too deep into my bracket yet. I got to turn it in by, I guess, tomorrow night at around this time. Double-digit seed. I do like Carolina to beat San Diego State. That's not really an upset, though. That's 11 versus 11. I do think New Mexico is a really dangerous team. Richard Pitino is another guy that's, in the coaching carousel. I believe he's talked to UVA. I believe he's talked to NC State. I believe he's talked to Villanova. And as much as I love Shaka Smart of Marquette, who's a friend of mine, I don't think Shaka's team is quite as good as it usually is. So maybe a New Mexico as a 10 seed could spring an upset there. And maybe I was a little surprised that Xavier got into the field. I do think that that's a pretty good team, though. And Texas is very beatable, I think. So I guess that's also not an upset because they're both 11s. So I'm not going all chalk on this thing, but I can't say I love a ton of those double-digit seeds to go beyond, maybe a single win. VCU is a dangerous 11. So they're very capable of beating BYU if you wanted to go that route.
And maybe the non-chalky pick this year is going chalk because we haven't had an all number one Final Four. Is it 2009? I heard, David. I need to relook that up, but
08.
08, yeah, that could be the move.
Right around there.
Jared, you may have seen me talking to this guy at Inky Johnson's event earlier today, and that guy is Webb Tyndall, who played basketball in North Carolina.
Jeez.
And I was talking to Webb, and I asked him his thoughts on North Carolina getting in, and he said he's just thankful to be there. Didn't think it would happen. And I said to him, look, man, and David, you can back me up on this, but doesn't it seem like the team that gets in last always wins the game? Like the one we're complaining about, why are they in? How are they in? They always seem to win one. And also, it seems like one of the teams from the first four goes on to win a round one game. So I do like North Carolina from that regard, just kind of going off history, not looking at matchups at all, but it seems like the team we're always complaining about wins a game or two and shuts us up a little bit.
Well, coaches always talk about, they'll add as many layers to the motivation sandwich as they can possibly find. And these Tar Heels know that one of the talking points in our entire country among those who love college basketball or, March Madness, there's a whole, besides people like us who love this stuff, there's a huge chunk of America who only pay attention to college basketball at this time of year. And what's been dominating the conversation? A lot of folks don't believe the Tar Heels belong there, right? And now they have this reprieve, and now they have this invitation. And they are one of the top 25 offensive teams in the country in the metrics, right? I mean, R.J. Davis has gotten a lot better. First-team All-American last year, didn't even make first-team All-ACC this year. But if you look at his numbers over the last month or so, they're way better than the slump he had early this season. The Tar Heels obviously made it to the semifinals after a big win over Wake Forest in the quarterfinals at the ACC tournament. They are one of the more unpredictable teams in this bracket, but it's going to be fun to see when the Heels have the ball. One thing San Diego State does really well, and this is your first four matchup tomorrow night, San Diego State is truly one of the elite defensive teams in the country. They're not pretty offensively, but they are going to defend the Tar Heels with as much intensity as Carolina has faced in any opponent this year. And Carolina played that incredible schedule, obviously. So strength versus strength when Carolina has the ball, and then more unpredictable when San Diego State has the ball because they're not great offensively, but the Heels aren't great defensively. So how does that work out? I don't know, but I will be picking the Tar Heels to win that one. I also think they have a chance to upset Ole Miss in that round of 64 if it comes to that. So, there's not going to be a long run for the Tar Heels, I don't think. They're just not as talented as they usually are. But yeah, I like them tomorrow night in part because of that last team in factor and that people don't think you belong kind of factor. Even at a big brand like Carolina, that psychology can work sometimes.
One more question for you, David, and it's a good one. I had this thought watching the selection show that there's a power two now in football with the SEC and the Big Ten. And then if you look at who got the most teams in the tournament, that power two has worked its way into basketball. And Jamie's asking on YouTube, do you expect the ACC to get better overall, or is this a preview of things to come for the ACC in the new landscape of college athletics? I'll say one thing to this. I've talked about this the last few years. The SEC has hired some tremendous basketball coaches, top to bottom, and certainly that has paid off for them. But David, how about the ACC? Are they lagging behind now? Is this a blip on the radar? How do you answer that question?
The two biggest things in play here are, obviously, there's kind of been a brain drain for ACC basketball, right? A decade ago, it was Hall of Famer Rick Pitino at Louisville and Hall of Famer Roy Williams at Carolina and Hall of Famer Mike Krzyzewski at Duke and Hall of Famer Jim Boeheim at Syracuse and national champion on the way to a national title Tony Bennett at UVA and other really, really good coaches. And right now, the SEC has that better lineup of head coaches. So the ACC has to get better in that regard. But the other enormous factor, which would not have been an issue 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 25 years ago, guys, if we just made a list of star players that the SEC rated the ACC for, I mean, you're going to see him starting at Auburn. Miles Kelly is from Georgia Tech. He is now a starter at Auburn. They're all over. Andrew Carr, starter for Kentucky, is a former Wake Forest player. Sean Padula, starting point guard at Mississippi, is a former Virginia Tech multi-year starter. It is about the money in addition to the coaching. And money, of course, was not a thing until name, image, likeness came along. The number of SEC to ACC transfers that worked out well is tiny. And that is just reflects the reality that the SEC is a wealthier conference now, and they got ahead of the curve and rallied their boosters and their collectives to throw a ton of money at proven players from other major conferences, including the ACC. You cannot expect to beat another conference consistently on the court, on the field, if they're rating you for your best players, but you're not doing the same to them. And that's the issue, and I guarantee you, and I know this to be fact, not just my opinion, ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips has addressed this with the 18 schools in the ACC, and he has recommended in this new world we're about to enter where, each school is going to have a maximum of $20+ million to spread among their athletes. He has recommended a baseline amount of money, and it's in the many millions just for men's basketball. So that you can't always outspend, the Big Ten or the SEC or whatever, because they are wealthier leagues at this point. But you should try your best to keep your best players in a way the ACC failed miserably this last summer. And then, of course, start looking to pluck guys from other major conferences yourself. If the budgets are similar, then it's, about talent evaluation and finding a fit for your system. But absolutely, this is an issue even in the ACC meetings among presidents and commissioners and coaches and athletic directors. So it's not just us talking about it. They know they dropped the ball in the ACC. It's not just about the coaching changes. It is largely about the money factor, and they absolutely have it as a high priority to do their best to make this year, what they hope will be a one-year aberration.
David Glenn joining us, North Carolina Sports Network. DG, two questions here. You can tell folks, where can we go to see all the great work you're doing and the folks at North Carolina Sports Network. And also, you sent me a link last year. Where can we find your tournament guidelines and rules? Because I need to look over that. Everybody needs to look over that before they fill out their bracket.
Yeah, I appreciate you asking about that, because as a business owner, sometimes folks will say, hey, man, I love hearing you on this station or on so-and-so show, and what can I do to help you? Well, obviously visit our website, ncsportsnetwork.com, but it really helps us as a relatively new media outlet if people participate in this bracket challenge, which is free, and which in our case offers a grand prize of free bacon for a year from our friends at the North Carolina Pork Council, which everybody in our state knows is a big part of our industry across North Carolina. So You can go. It's an ESPN bracket challenge. You just have to search North Carolina Sports Network and join our group. I think we have 100 or so contestants. If you don't win the bacon, you can brag about beating me. Plenty of people did last year. We also have one for the women's bracket if people want to do both the men's bracket and the women's bracket, 2 different ways to try to win free bacon for a year. But yeah, I'll get. I know your social media at Pirate Radio also has provided a link, which I appreciate. So thanks for bringing that up. It's a huge, one of our bigger promotions all year, and I can promise you the person who won free bacon for a year last year is really, really happy that he did, because he has ridden that victory for the last 12 months and saved a lot of money and smiled after a lot of good meals along the way.
Awesome stuff, DG. We appreciate you joining us, man, and enjoy the next few weeks. Some of the best weeks in the sports year. I'll say Thursday, Friday, the best 2 days of my sports calendar. So looking forward to that. We appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you again down the road, DG.
Always fun to be with you guys. Thank you, Cliff. Call anytime, bud.
All right, there is David Glenn joining us on the show today. Obviously, we're going to have Duke going away. How about the other ACC teams?
Oh, man. I mean, like he said, that's just a tough second game if Louisville can get past Creighton. So, I mean, you're just really looking at Clemson.
I like Clemson to get to the Sweet 16, but
lose to Houston.
My Houston Cougars are waiting.
Yeah.
So
I'm not that high on Gonzaga. Like I kind of like Georgia plus the points there.
I hate that Houston sees Gonzaga just because Gonzaga, the last time they didn't make the Sweet 16, Will was wearing diapers. And that bothered, and he got out of diapers at the normal age.
Yeah.
So
that was my next question.
I talked about it with Glenn earlier regarding
diapers.
That Clemson McNeese game. Me and him came to an agreement that the differentiating factor in that game was either Clemson to the Final Four and McNeese to the Sweet 16. And I think with Brad Brownell looking at that Indiana job, McNeese, that's a game where both coaches are looking at other jobs. I just think McNeese is the 27th most experienced team in the country. I think it's their year to pull one out because they didn't last year.
Well, go on the other side of that. Clemson to the Final Four. You got them beating Houston. All they got to do is beat McNeese. If they do that, they'll easily beat Houston.
The way Clemson plays, it's probably in Houston's side of the bracket. They play the closest style to them. I think.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying there.
Tyrese Hunter and Ian Schifflin, they can give a lot of teams problems. I just think McNeese is one of those teams of destiny. Maybe not destiny to like the Final Four, but the Sweet 16 to lose to Houston.
All right, we are way overdue for a break. Ellerbe is screaming at his radio right now. I'm assuming, and he should be. It's 5:34.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Have more for you. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm inviting you to join me for the First Step 5K and 1 Mile Fun Run in Grimesland, April 19th, beginning at 9 a.m. All proceeds go to support Haven at Blue Creek, a women's rehabilitation center committed to providing a safe and nurturing environment for women overcoming addiction. The 5K features a run, ruck, or walk, a 1 mile fun run, plus refreshments and bounce houses for the kids. As a former resident of Haven, I know how much your support will help the women in our community who are rebuilding their lives. To register, go to runsignup.com and let's make a difference together.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, NMLS 75974. For information purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Hey folks, Jason Horowitz here with an NCAA tournament schedule preview. The 68-team men's bracket is set with action tipping off in Dayton tomorrow and Wednesday. North Carolina, Texas, and Xavier among the teams needing a first four win to advance. Of course, Thursday and Friday, the remainder of the field gets going with every team in action from 8 sites across the country. Stay tuned for Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA tournament right here.
This is the story of the One. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
You're in pirate country, and that means pirate radio.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, or get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now we'll head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Not a bit, not a joke. As Will was talking, Zach Kaplan left the building. Zach, we said goodbye to him
45 minutes ago.
Yes. Just leaving. Boy, Shirley,
Zach Kaplan.
Shirley looks stressed. He must have been talking to her the entire time. Zach, we love you. We love you,
Zach.
Love you. All right, Caden and I were talking during the break. I don't have many upsets. I got a few, but I have one in the second round, the ball knower. Contrast of styles, Will. And I am going to take, what region am I in here? I am in the East. I'm going to take the Gales of St. Mary's to end Alabama's basketball season. Your thoughts?
I have St. Mary's going to the Elite Eight, so I'm right there with you.
All right.
St. Mary's.
Let's go, Gales.
Defensively, I just think without Grant Nelson, they just
is he
they don't match
out?
up.
Gone?
So he hurt himself against who did they play in the semifinals? Against Florida. And so Nate Oates was saying it's something with the knee, the ACL, but they don't think it's torn. So ACL injury, no matter if it's torn or not, like that's something that'll keep you out for at least a week. And that game happened Saturday. This game happens Friday night, I think. So I don't think he'll be back for it. At least that's the talk.
All right. Jared is filling his bracket out as we speak. Caden, you said you don't have many upsets this year. Which one do you have for us?
Yeah,
which one are you eyeballing?
I've only done my my speedy bracket. Do one by speed, just like random. And I took Drake.
As did I.
Me too, right there.
Oh, no.
I'll be dead cold in the ground before I recognize Missouri.
The problem is, what is that from?
The Simpsons.
Okay. It's been a bad year for Drake. Actually,
Drake?
Was that this year or last year?
It was last May, I think. When
It's been a bad, couple years for Drake.
Drake, the rapper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still the number one selling hip-hop
And
artist.
honestly, it's been a bad kind of lifetime for Drake. Seinfeld had the Hate the Drake
Hate the
episode.
Drake. Key and Peele had a thing about it, which I love to quote. Nobody gets it, but it's just Drake. You listen to Drake?
I'm not familiar with that skit. So it's been a rough go, but I too am going with Drake.
I like Drake. I think
he likes the Drake.
Yeah. They've always been a feisty team, and I think this year they're one of the best Drake teams I've seen in a while. And Missouri, I think about Missouri of last year, and I know every year is a new year, but Missouri of last year fell off so hard. They started the season pretty strong, and they just had a complete fall off. And I don't like the 13, 14? There's so many teams in the SEC. I think we'll see because some of these SEC teams fall.
And you got to take steps. And Missouri took a massive step this year of getting to the tournament after being awful. Next year, they can win a few games. This year, one and done.
Bennett Sturts is the truth for Drake. He averages 19 points a game. And Ben McCollum, I think he might be one and done at Drake. He coached at the D2 level for a long time, brought a lot of his guys to Drake after Darren DeVries left. So
I hear Drake likes them young. Would you say they are a veteran team or a younger team?
They are. A lot of those guys came with Ben McCollum from the D2 level where they won, I believe they won a national championship, I want to say. I've heard commentators talking about that.
It's kind of funny how that's cute when a guy goes from D2 to Drake and brings his guys.
Yeah.
But if somebody goes to the SEC school from a Drake and brings his guys, we don't like that.
Well, like
double standards.
Calipari bringing his guys from
double standards,
Kentucky to Arkansas.
But that's not really what you were talking about, though. Going from he said Calipari going from Kentucky to Arkansas.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Leaving a job and going to a new job and bringing your players.
Yeah, but that's just within the SEC. I don't really think I didn't mind it. I didn't really care about it.
I don't like.
Half of
I don't
the
like
SEC
in conference.
booed him every time they walked in the building.
Okay. I see what everybody's saying, and I'm just going to say I agree because we got to take another break. Yes. I did poor break management, but we had a great interview.
Yeah,
so
great interview with David.
What are you going to do? Sue me. I dare you to try to sue me. I would like to see somebody actually try to sue me for doing a long interview with David Glenn.
Be careful about daring people to sue you.
Who did that happen to?
Oh, I mean, you never know.
I might serve you tomorrow.
I'm going to serve you right back. You serve me, I'll serve you.
I'll serve
both of you. I'm going to serve you some Parkers.
I didn't have any Parkers.
I know, and I'm going to serve you during the break.
What, was it too early for you?
No, I wanted some. There's none at my table.
Hey, relax, early lunch guy. When we return, Caden Norman will tell you what time lunchtime is after this.
Ahoy Greenville! Prepare to set sail for the 18th annual Pirate Fest on Saturday, April 5th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Greenville Town Common. The festivities begin at 11 a.m. with the Parade of Pirates. Then beginning at 1 p.m., it's great beach music from the Embers. At 3 p.m., Cooper Greer takes the stage. And at 5 p.m., it's Captain Mike and Shipwrecked with a Jimmy Buffett tribute. Visit our unique food trucks, eclectic vendors, and immerse yourself in pirate festivities. For more details, visit piratefestnc.com. ParrotFamily.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Spring is almost here, and now's the time to spring into a new car at Doug Henry of Greenville. Spring is the best time to revamp your drive. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for date night. One low price for a 4-course meal for 2 and a bottle of wine on the 3rd Wednesday of every month.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Pirate Radio.
It is my intention to commandeer one of these ships, pick up a crew and Tortuga, raid, pillage, plunder, and otherwise pilfer my Weasley black guts out.
I said no lies.
I think he's telling the truth.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Dr. Michaels & Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. And Washington's favorite place to eat, and where all the locals go, is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now we'll head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right, I was all into basketball over the weekend. Did not go to Clark LeClaire Stadium. Pirates get the sweep, but shout out to Jarrett, Hayden, whoever gets the credit for our game day picks by Michaels and Gateway Family Dentistry. Hayden, a fantastic job. I love going through those pictures and seeing who's at the game. A lot of great smiles.
Do you like the in-game videos?
Love them.
Oh, well, thank you.
Can't get enough of them. And the pregame as well. Warm-ups.
Oh, yeah. That's probably my favorite part. Pre-game, post-game. During the game, I don't know. I would kind of like to sit and enjoy it. It becomes a job, but that is my job, so I guess, yeah. But yeah, great games. 3-0, 5-0 on the week.
Jared, I found you.
Heading to Fayetteville.
You're good in short bursts.
Yeah, obviously.
Once the sentence runs on, you lose a little steam.
Welcome to the Bone Zone.
The Bone Zone.
Short burst only.
The longest line for the shortest ride. Is that what Rick Flair said?
Yeah, just like that. Cade Norman has begun to fill out his bracket.
There's one game I'm struggling with.
Before we get there, what time is lunchtime?
I would say anywhere from 11 to 2 p.m.
Whoa, you are a bigger nut job than this guy.
You have early lunches. You have late lunches. So anytime within theirs.
We are acknowledging 11 is an early lunch.
Yes.
No, that is on the dot lunchtime.
Me, I've always been a 12 o'clock guy.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, that's...
Well, I mean, sorry. I have stuff to do at noon.
We have stuff to do at 11. What's your point? That's a dumb take. Sorry, some of us work at noon.
Okay. I rarely eat lunch at a reason. I'll eat at like 4:30 and be like, oh, time to go get some lunch.
I think 11 a.m. is like 6-year-olds to about 12-year-olds.
No, maybe farmer's hours.
Or yeah, exactly.
You're eating at 11.
I'm a hard-working country boy.
Or if you've been up working hard since like 6, 7
Yeah,
a.m.
come on.
All right, Caden, what game you having trouble with?
Kansas and Arkansas.
Yeah.
I strictly went Arkansas so we can get the Calipari Patino.
I think these are great head coaching matchups.
And they just meet at half court and go, oh, hey, oh.
I burned my mouth on pizza.
Oh.
No, but
I love Bill Self, though.
Yeah, great coach.
And Whitney Houston said learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Think about that.
Rest in peace.
Man, Bill Self tournament time, Dan Hurley tournament time. It's tough to go against them. And I did have UConn winning a game. But I have Kansas losing their first game. I don't like Hunter Dickinson, and I'm tired of him.
I was shocked he was still playing when I turned on college basketball this year. I was like, he's still playing?
He hits a three, he drops an elephant trunk. I mean, come on, dude. Have some class.
That's pretty funny.
It's not. It's not. He's an old man doing that.
Yeah. How old is he?
22, 23.
No, he's a youngin'. A young buck.
Grow up. It's time to grow up at that age.
Some dude got a technical for shooting a guy after making a three.
We can't have
Hunter
that.
Dickinson is 24.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I scoffed
Old
at 22. That dude eats lunch at 10:30.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm right there with him.
Guess what? We got to take another break.
Before we go, I think I might have the best bracket ever made.
All right, we'll give you the best bracket ever, and we'll see if Caden's got any more games for us.
I'm leaving the Kansas-Arkansas game open, and I'm going to take St. John's the whole way. So...
Come on, as I'm writing it.
You need to make a pick. Oh, I'll tell you what I think about St. John's when we return after these words.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 42 years of business all month long in March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blasts from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and pollo limon. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. If you're looking for a vehicle just at the low end of the price scale, you can get that. And if you're looking for a high-end vehicle, you can get that late model, high-quality car, truck, SUV, basically for anybody at any price range.
That's right. We communicate with people all the time looking for something like that, and we stay in contact and find the exact vehicle that they want to fit their needs.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. Go online at driveherenow.com.
Greenville, are you ready for the biggest beauty event of the year? Beauty Bar Medi Spa Spring Extravaganza is coming soon. From March 24th to April 4th, get exclusive savings on Botox, fillers, skin bead, painless laser hair removal, advanced lasers, and more. Expert care, stunning results, a glow you'll love. This is your time to shine. Appointments fill up fast. Call at 252-752-1406 or visit beautybarmedispa.com to book your free consultation today. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, where confidence begins.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Talk radio. From the depths of space. The center. Outer space mumbo jumbo of the talk universe.
The center of what?
Pirate Radio.
We have prepared a planet with a suitable atmosphere.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 353 points and finished at 41,841. The NASDAQ was up 54 at 17,808. And the S&P was up 36 at 5,675. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report for a personal look into investing. Call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, thank you, Shirley, Hayden, intern William. Caden.
Let's fill it out.
Dude.
He's got the first guy for your. You heard it here first.
What?
St. John's winning it all.
He copied me.
Oh, and now copycat Bone.
Hey, no, I'm not the copy.
Oh.
I've been writing this thing since like 5 o'clock.
The hardest pick was Michigan at St. John's.
Hell,
Michigan,
man, I
St.
don't even
John's.
have Michigan in the round of 16.
Michigan.
Will and I have Texas Tech beating the Johnnies. So we'll see. May the better man win.
They will.
Okay. Caden, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
How'd the backup plan go?
It went all right.
Is there another one?
We'll see.
Okay. Not promising.
Big series premieres just to leave us like that.
It might just drop before you know it. Nah, it's supposed to drop Thursday, 6 p.m.
The backup plan.
You got a guest?
You have to wait and see.
He's already said it's going to be.
It's not this week, it's next week. It's every 2 weeks.
Okay. All right.
It's not
plan.
weekly because Holton still wants to run his show.
Fair enough. Don't care.
I know.
Bone, we'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, I'll see you tomorrow, but
Jarrett and Hayden are going to Wilmywood.
Fayetteville for a neutral site game against Wilmington.
You're stopping in at Wilmington, then going to Fayetteville.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense for us to play them in Fayetteville.
Right, yeah. All right, so we'll have that coming your way. Cannot wait to talk to Mac McCarthy about some brackets. And we'll have our Justin Hardy interview on Tuesday as well, the Mully Man, and all the other hijinks we bring you here on Pirate Radio Live. Blake Harrell will join us live in studio coming up Wednesday.
Tell him I said hey.
I will do that. Back with you on Tuesday for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB.